The Georgia High School Association and Benedictine Watch BC Sports present the state Quad A quarterfinals between Benedictine and North Oconee. Two 12-0 teams here with the right to go to the semifinals on the line. It's the week after Thanksgiving. Great crowd has made a trip down from the Athens area, from Oconee County. Here across the way, BC fans have packed the stands here on the home side. It's everything you could ask for. Kevin Thomas here with you once again for some great football action on Watch BC Sports, alongside Stevie Powers. And Stevie, you're jacked, and, and you're not even playing. But I mean, this is, look, day after Thanksgiving. Everybody talks about practicing on Thanksgiving. Day after Thanksgiving, home game against a team that's also coming in here at 12-0. I mean, what better stage could you ask for here?
Not much. This is what you play for. I was actually just gave Luke a hug before the game and on the field, and just told him, man, this is what you play for. These are the moments right here. This is what you put in work starting in June, to get to this moment. So, we're a win away from the Final Four, and a big crowd tonight should be fun. And
this is a team in North Oconee that's 12-0. If you go look on at least the scoreboard doesn't tell you everything, but they've won and won easily. Don't think they've played a team the caliber of BC. However, Stevie, I think important that the offense especially get off to a good start tonight. I know Coach Britt has talked about that, getting off to a good start here to get the football game underway.
Yeah, very important. I'm good. Very important tonight. I mean, again, BC's played some really good opponents. I know there's been some games throughout the year where we've played maybe some lesser teams, but this is why you play those Ware counties and some of the Julius Chambers, some of the schools early on in the season to get prepared for moments like this. We got a very mature football team and a very big crowd tonight that's going to favor on our side. So should look for these guys to be ready to play.
Houston Jackson, Bryce Baker, Luke Kromenhawk, and Talon Waddell are going to be your captains tonight for BC. Cadets are decked out in the all grays. Once again, gray helmets, gray tops, gray pants, maroon stripe up the pants, maroon letters and numbers trimmed up in white as they exchange handshakes out there at midfield. And be interesting to see if BC wins it, what they decide to do. Kind of threw us an okie doke last week and said, no, give us the football. Let's see if they take it here again against a good, solid football team that's put a lot of points on the board. To me, it'd be nice if you could come out and, throw a shot at them early.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, last week we did a really good job at getting in rhythm earlier than we have throughout the game, throughout the whole season. So maybe I would love for them to take the football here, give their offense a chance right out of the gate. But again, anytime you get the ball coming in after halftime is also a good feeling too.
Titans are going to wear all white tonight, white pants, white tops, white helmets with a red stripe down the middle, kind of black numbers trimmed up in red. They've got that Titan logo on the side of their helmet, that T. And they again come out of North Oconee, out of just outside of Clark County and Athens as they run onto the field 12-0, coached by Tyler Arndt. Should be familiar with him. Tyler Arndt was the coach a couple of years ago when BC played him twice, both here in Savannah, en route to that first of the back-to-back state championships.
Yeah, we've gotten familiar with the North Oconee Titans, not only in football but baseball as well. They've got some really good programs across the board, a very good athletic program up there in Athens, and they've become some familiar faces around here.
And I had my head turned, did not see the result of the coin toss. I was looking your way and didn't win it.
No, I didn't see it. Yeah, I didn't see it.
Well, we'll find out here in just a minute who's getting the ball first, at least. As we will take a look here as to who's trotting out personnel-wise for North Oconee. Cadets have yet to run on the field as they assemble behind the south end zone, ready to come out. And again, a trip to the semifinals. We already know if BC wins, they're going to have to go. Well, really, it doesn't matter. Who wins this game is going to have to go on the road next week. So this will be the final home game of the season either way for BC. They'll have to go on the road with a win tonight. And, of course, the game after that's in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So final home game tonight. Final time for these seniors to play in front of the home crowd. Obviously want to go out on a good note.
Absolutely, and what a special crowd to play in front of tonight. What a great way to send out one of the best classes to ever come through here. It's going to be a really fun night.
Defensively, looking at a spread, this front seven has been really good all season long defensively for BC. Obviously, they've got to be huge tonight.
Absolutely. They got to get to the quarterback, make them get the ball out quickly, give their secondary guys a chance. North Oconee's got some athletes on the perimeter, so just got to contain those guys. Don't give up big plays.
It looks like BC is going to kick the ball first. Connor Ferguson's walking out there in the 35, so looks like the Cadets are going to kick it away to the Titans. And again, their quarterback, Max Wilson, was the backup quarterback 2 years ago here as a sophomore. He's now a senior and obviously is picked right up with no drop-off. They're 12-0 coming into to this football game. So some good quarterback play here tonight as well.
Yeah, you're going to see some good play across the board on both sides. It's going to be two really disciplined teams, two historically really good programs as well. So it should be a fun night.
So here we go. Connor Ferguson is going to tee it up on the 40-yard line. BC going to kick it out of the north end zone, which, if you're familiar with Memorial Stadium, is the open end. They are kicking towards the field house end of Memorial Stadium, left to right, as you're listening to us here tonight. North Oconee with just one deep safety. It looks like it's going to be Damani Taylor, number 2. Back deep for the Titans. We are ready to go. Quarterfinal action from Memorial Stadium. And Connor puts a leg into it, going to hang up, going to be short. Being caught at the 7-yard line, and coming ahead is Taylor, the 15. 20 works off the right side, breaks a tackle, and brought down at the 24. Nice open field tackle across the way to bring him down, trying to see who that was. That's Gross, Sam Gross, getting down on the kick coverage. 1st and 10 for North Oconee from their own 23-yard line. And again, defensively tonight, Luke Cromenhawk and is out there at safety. Coach Britt talked about it, said, hey, we're getting down to it. It's everybody who can go has got to go, and if you got to go both ways, that's what you got to do. Titans open up in a pistol look with Max Wilson, the quarterback. It's going to be Tate Titshaw, the running back, the tail of that pistol. And it'll be him coming straight ahead as Titshaw up to the 25, brought down after a gain of about 2. And who else? I think Wilkes Albert in there, getting a hand on the tackle.
Going to hear a lot of that name tonight. This team likes to run the football.
Offset here out of the shotgun. Wilson throws it underneath a little bubble screen, and a nice tackle by Larson Little out at the 32. Oh, they're going to step him ahead to the 33, which would give North Oconee the first down. They're going to give it to him. Just one of those little underneath bubble screens. They had it lined up beautifully to block it, cutting back inside. That was Roldan with the reception. And now here's Wilson. He'll keep it. He'll go straight ahead. Got a lot of room, and he'll be brought down. No, stays on his feet. And now tripped up at the 45 by Bryce Baker. I think Wilkes Albert put a hit on him, and he just didn't fall over. And got a few extra yards out of another first down there for North Oconee.
Yeah, Wilkes popped him pretty good there, but he was able to bounce off. Just got to wrap up and get him down. Pretty good run right there by the quarterback.
Out of the pistol, they've got a couple of H-backs. Now a tight end H-back off to the right. One receiver either side. Now they'll flip the formation. BC's got 3 men with their hand in the dirt. And here's the snap. They're going to pull it and throw the slant pass. It is caught over the middle. And that's a 30-25. Trying to make the tackle is Bubba Frazier. And he finally does. Pulls down Roldan at the 10-yard line. Just ran an inside slant that time, Stevie, and just a quick read and got it to him and made a big play.
Yeah, RPO. You got a run pass option there, and he pulled it out of the belly of the running back. Hit him on the slant across the middle. Really good play. Very well executed.
So this not dissimilar to several games we've seen with this BC team where first drive or so defensively trying to figure out what North Oconee is going to do to attack them. They're down inside the red zone at the 10. They can get a first down. Here's Wilson trying to run right side. Nothing happening. Who rolled him up? That was Larson Little. And he'll bring him down back towards the 15. They'll say forward progress at the 13. It'll be 2nd and 11. They can get a first down at the 1. Now North Oconee rotating some personnel here. They'll put 2 receivers up top to the right of the formation. Titshaw's the tail of the pistol behind Wilson. They'll put an H-back to the right as well. Here's the snap. Titshaw goes straight ahead, finds a hole, and brought down by Luke Cromenhawk at the 5-yard line. It'll be 3rd down from the 5. A big stop there by Luke. And right now, North Oconee winning the point of attack.
Yeah, no, they're doing a good job of putting the first drive together, but, you know, BC's prepped all week for certain things, and maybe something different that they're showing them right now. Just got to make some adjustments going after this drive, and we will. Again, with the discipline and the adjustments that this team makes, this isn't uncommon territory for them.
So 3rd and goal from the 6. They can get a first down at the 1, or 3rd and 5, excuse me. Here's Wilson running left side, dives over towards the 2. He's brought down. Luke Cohenhawk hits him at the 2. He's going to be awfully close. And if this is 4th down, they're going to say 4th down. 4th down and 1. Let's see if North Oconee goes for it. They've been getting chunk yardage, but you're running out of room here. See if the defense holds. Nope. They're going to run on a jumbo package here. And they're going to go for this. 4th down and 1 from the 2. A receiver way out wide up top. Max Wilson's got a running back to his right. Tight end and H-back to his right. BC's got everybody up close. They'll give it to Wilson. He goes straight ahead. That's going to be a touchdown. Just a QB power that time, Stevie. And again, they had the numbers lined up the way they wanted. I think they maybe, with the motion fake, they were going to run maybe a little wide and cut it back inside.
Yeah, they had the receiver spread out wide, which pretty much just gets him out of the play and spreads out the defense a little more. And then the motion, again, spreading out the defense to open up the middle, just a hair for Wilson to sneak in there.
Point after touchdown upcoming from J.J. Poole. And no, they're going to go for it. They're going to go for 2 here. And here's the snap to Wilson. He'll go straight ahead. He's not going to get there. And why would you do that early in the game? I don't know, but BC holds 6-0. Cadets trail to North Oconee. We're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature, wood, smoke, and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah.
Welcome back here to Memorial Stadium. 6-0. North Oconee takes the opening drive right down the field and then elects to go for 2. And they lead it 6-0. Stevie, kind of an interesting decision there by North Oconee. I don't know why you're chasing points early in the game.
Yeah.
Going for 2, but BC read it well and stopped it.
Well, I think they're just trying to build momentum. They put together a really good job. Probably felt good about going for 2, giving their team a little bit of a head of steam, if you will, their offense. But good job right there. Those points are going to matter here at the end of the game.
$8:20 to go here in the first quarter. Poole will kick it off. Right to left. Cadets have a couple of men back deep as Poole comes slowly forward. They're going to pooch it up. They're not going to kick it deep. It's going to come down and be caught at the 20, 25. Working back near side. This is going to be Houston Jackson. He'll be, that's Rashawn Matthews, excuse me. And he's brought down at the 26-yard line. So, all right, field position here for BC in their first drive as Luke brings out the offense here.
Yeah, let's see if the offense can get in a rhythm early like they did last week. We just talked about it earlier before the game. Let's come out, run a couple plays, get Luke comfortable, and let him sling it around.
Getting some final instructions here from the near side. Again, North Oconee going to run a 3-4 set most of the time. Bryce Baker going to be in there. He'll step out in the slot. So nobody in the backfield with Luke. Trips up top, twins here to the bottom of the formation. Here's the snap. Luke looking. He's got all kinds of time. Throws it underneath. It's caught. Out to the 40, 45. Out towards midfield goes Zach Edwards. And a big play on first down. And if you're only going to rush 3, BC's got that blocked all night long.
Yeah, I mean, our offensive line can handle 3 for sure and give Luke plenty of time right there. He'll get through his reads and find an open guy. Big Ag did a great job finding the open spot in the middle of the field.
Cadets come back. They'll go tight, double tight ends here to the near side. The snap, they'll give it to Bryce here, coming off inside Titan territory, 45, still making guys miss, slung out of bounds, and that should be enough. Yes, at the 40 for a first down into North Oconee territory. So a couple of big plays here for the Cadets offensively. And again, you've got John Lilly in there at tight end. And you kind of figured they were running power here to the near side. They'll put Rashawn Matthews as an H-back this time to the right. And they'll put Trips out to the left. Empty backfield. They'll run it power. This is Cromanhawk. 35. Leans ahead down at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 for Luke on first down. And that's just straight up quarterback power there.
Yeah, that was just a design quarterback run to the right side. Had a good hold. Hey, anytime you get 6 yards in a rush, you'll take it.
Cadets line up. They'll put 4 to the left. LaDon soloed up here at the bottom. Here's Luke. Straight drop. Titans only rushing through. Luke's going to tuck it. Makes a man miss. He runs at the 30 and pushed out of bounds. And that'll be enough for a first down. They'll mark him down at the 28. And the Cadets will move the chains. A nice open field move showing the feet there for Luke Cromanhawk.
Yeah, he's shifty. I mean, as athletic as he is at quarterback, that's to no surprise for people that have watched him.
7:23 to go here in the first quarter. 6-0. North Oconee leads it. Now they'll motion a tight end right to left across the formation. Here's the snap they'll give. This is Bryce Baker off the left side. A lot of blockers. Bryce will come back. 15, 10, 5. Dragging defenders into the end zone. Bryce Baker, the playmaker, 28 yards and a touchdown run. What a run, Bryce Baker.
Incredible run right there by Bryce. Big hole over there on the left side. Anytime you give Bryce that much room, you're not going to bring him down.
And Bryce drug 2 Titans the last 3 or 4 yards into the end zone. And BC's on the board, tying it up 6 apiece. And Connor Ferguson on to try to take the lead here for the Cadets. Out of the hold of Houston Jackson. We talked about it last week, Stevie. Cadets have done a great job of answering, and they answered again here with their first drive. Point after right through there, and good. 7-6. BC leads it. We're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
You know, Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at Cool Vibes.
64 yards, the touchdown drive there for BC. Bryce Baker caps it off with a 28-yard touchdown run. Stevie Powers, unbelievable way to come out. Coach Britt talked to me this week on the Danny Britt Show. Said, look, I wish we wouldn't get off to a slow start offensively and kind of help ourselves out. Well, right out of the gate, looked pretty good.
Yeah, I think that drive took about a minute and a half off the clock. I mean, just with ease, went down and scored. Really good job by Coach DePhillips with the play calls and executed very well by the offense.
Connor Ferguson will kick this one off left to right. 7-6. Cadets out in front. And here comes Connor. He'll hang it up. That's going to come down short again. At about the 9. This is going to be Taylor again. Try to make him a miss. Still on his feet at the 20. And still on his feet, 25. Turns the corner, 30, 35. Makes another man miss and shoved out of bounds on the far sideline. And now what do we have? I guess the North Oconee team didn't like some of that on the far sideline, but a good return there by Damani Taylor out to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10, great field position here for North Oconee. And that time BC had 2 or 3 chances to wrap him up. One had a crack at him at the 15. And kind of unlike Connor not to get it in the end zone here.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Britt's lighting him up a little bit. I don't know if he kicked the ball where he was supposed to there. It looked like our coverage was on the opposite side of where he kicked it to, which is very unlike Connor.
So here's Max Wilson out of a pistol at their own 48 to start this drive. He'll play action, looking to roll, step up in the pocket, and throw it short, incomplete. Was looking for Thomas Eckert down the field. Cromanhawk in coverage there, bounced it out there. Really surprised he didn't tuck it and run it once he stepped up in the pocket, but it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, he had plenty of room to run there, but luckily he threw it. I mean, tough throw, had to go back across his body. Pretty good play design, plenty of room to run, but chose to throw and came up short.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the North Oconee 48-yard line. They'll shift the power to the left side of the formation. Cadets will have 4 men with their hands in the dirt. Bryce Baker up off the high snap. It's over the head of Wilson. He's back at the 31, and he'll go down and cover it up. And a huge loss on just a horrible snap. That wasn't even close, Stevie, to trying to haul it in. And then, no, you as a quarterback, you're just going, when that happens.
Yeah, no, it's tough whenever that happens. I mean, it's obviously it happens more often than you would think. Obviously, a tough blow, you lose 20 yards on a play. But as a quarterback, you got 2 options. You pick it up and try to make a play out of it, or you just fall on it. And right there, our guys were there in the backfield ready to pick it up. So Wilson just fell right on top of it.
A big spot here for the Cadets. It's 3rd and half a mile for North Oconee. They're on their own 31. And what do we have?
It's like BC took a timeout. I don't think we were in the right formation defensively.
Cadets call a timeout. The ball's on the 31 of North Oconee. They need the Benedictine 42 for a first down. So a long ways to go as they talk it over here. And you see it time and time again in football. It's like, of all things, don't give up 3rd and 20 for a first down. Actually, longer than that. It's about 3rd and 20, about 28.
Yeah.
So don't want to give this one up. Make a stop, get the ball back.
Just getting a defense where, hey, you're not going to get beat deep. You can't let anybody behind you. Keep the ball in front of the sticks, and you'll be fine.
The Georgia High School Association is a voluntary nonprofit organization composed of over 450 public and private high schools. The GHSA administers regulations for region and state champion or competition in 19 sports and 2 activities. Founded in 1908, the GHSA strives to promote good sportsmanship, participant safety, and fair play among its member schools. For more information, visit ghsa.net or follow them at official GHSA on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Out of the timeout, 3rd and very long here for North Oconee. They'll put Wilson under center. They'll run the toss sweep to the right side. BC running to the sideline. They'll block him up and bring him down at the 39. So give him a gain of about 8 on 3rd down. And see a bunch of gray helmets over there. So that'll bring up 4th down. And now North Oconee is going to punt the football. And it will be Doster, who, much like BC, has one guy handle all the kicking. Doster is going to handle it, or excuse me, Poole. I'm looking at the wrong spot. J.J. Poole does the place kicking and punting. Rashawn Matthews and Makai Williams double safety here for BC. Kind of a line driving punt. It's going to hit and just stop right there. Did BC touch it? North Oconee says BC touched it. They did not. I don't know why the Cadets are even close to that thing. It'll be at the 24-yard line where the Cadets will take over, but that was a Stevie Powers lob wedge into the green right there. It just hit, rolled back a little bit, and stopped.
Yeah, exactly. just got the backspin. I actually had that working for me this morning, hopefully tomorrow morning too.
So Cadets will take over. Big stop by the defense. Their second drive upcoming here with 5:38 to go here in the first. They move right down the field their first possession. Would love to do it again here. And go up 2 scores. Or a full score, rather. Be 14-6. Here's Luke out of a shotgun, receiver to either side. 2 tight ends in the formation. They come straight ahead. And did the ball come out? North Oconee saying they got it.
Looks like we fell back on it.
And who was that? That was Nasir Samuel letting go of that football. He got back on it. No gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10. And Nasir's going to come out. They'll put Bryce Baker in there at running back.
Looks like they're going into a little trick play. They got Luke spread out there on the.
Luke's out at wide receiver. BC does not have enough guys on the field here. Ack Edwards coming back in. Bryce Baker essentially running the Wildcat. I still don't think BC has enough guys. And now Rashawn Matthews running on late. And, yeah, that was just timeout BC. That was a disaster of a setup there. As you could tell when they wanted to run it, the right guys came off. Nobody came back on the field, and they weren't going to get set up correctly. And, again, maybe overthinking it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, again, trying to throw something different at them. They're in a really good rhythm right now offensively, so you don't like to see, a fumble on the first play, especially after a nice hold on defense, and you just can't get lined up correctly. Those are not plays that you run very often in the game, but definitely something you work on in practice. But it's still early. You don't want to necessarily lose 2 timeouts early in the game, but should be all right.
Yeah, BC has burnt 2 timeouts here in the first quarter. We still got 4:56 to go, but sometimes that happens in games of this magnitude. You start getting to it, it's more important to burn a timeout and not make a bad play.
Absolutely. We're back on our own 24 here, so, I mean, just take the timeout and get in the right position. Every play is important in a game like this, especially early on with the momentum.
Let's see if they come right back to it. Looks like they are. Luke's going out at wide receiver. You've got Bryce Baker at a wildcat. Luke's going to be soloed up, top of the formation, and 4 wides here to the bottom. I would imagine this might be a run by Bryce, but we shall see. Haven't seen the arm. Here's the snap. Yep, Bryce is going to run it power here to the near side, trying to stutter step now across the 25, still his feet, 30, 35, makes another man miss across the 40 before he's brought down at the 42-yard line by number 42, Matt Bryce. What a run there by Bryce Baker, just biding time and then shot through the hole.
Extremely patient run. That's something that Bryce has such incredible vision. And right there, just waiting on the hole to open, and as soon as it did, he hit it.
Luke's back at quarterback, trips up top, Twins here to the short side. Late shift by North Oconee. Here's the snap. No pressure at all. Luke's going to wind up, try to throw it deep. Has a man, a little underthrown. And the fans, he was looking for Nasir Samuel. Maybe wanted some pass interference, but it was good coverage. If you want to fault that young man for North Oconee, maybe didn't get his head turned around, but ball was underthrown, but he was running step for step with Nasir. Was their middle linebacker, trying to see who that is, number 7, Trey Linhart.
Pretty good coverage right there by a linebacker, especially on Nasir, who's got good speed.
BC will go quads up top. One receiver is LaDon Bryant here to the short side. Luke's by himself. Here's the snap. Luke's going to run it. Power here to the near side, and he'll dip the shoulder and lean towards the 48 and give Luke a gain of about 6 there on second down. It'll be 3rd and 4. And you saw North Oconee kind of saw something there. They cheated over towards that power with a safety late.
Yep. They've been running. They try to throw all these different packages at you defensively just to try to confuse you. Try to late shift a little bit, too, to throw Luke's vision off.
Now Cadets have packed it in tight. And here's a snap. Luke on 3rd and 4, all kinds of time. Luke still looking. He's going to have to tuck it and run. Lost it out of bounds up towards the 50. And it'll be 4th down and about 2. Now decision time for Danny Britt. Do you go for it here 4th and 2 at this stage of the game, or do you try to punt them deep?
Early on in the game, I mean, you kind of can go either way. It's how much trust do you have in your defense. I mean, they've done a good job on the last drive. Maybe try to draw them off sides here, see if we can get somebody to jump.
I think it looks like they're going to go for it. Oh, they're going to go back, put Luke out wide. It's going to be now they're going to put Nasir Samuel over there. 4 wides. Bryce Baker by himself. Here's the snap. They'll run it to the weak side. Nice block. Bryce Baker's got the first down at the 45. Into North Oconee territory, wrapped up by Brooks Thompson, but they ran it to the weak side that time.
Yep.
I think everybody thought maybe they're going to go strong side. They ran it weak, and Bryce did enough to get the first down.
Yeah, same formation they lined up with earlier where Bryce had a nice run. They just ran it the opposite side there, the weak side. They didn't have a backer over there.
So 1st and 10 here for the Cadets. A big 4th down conversion here early. Luke in a pistol. Here's the snap. He'll give it to Nasir as they roll student body to the left, trying to draw it out. Nasir waiting for a cutback, and it doesn't come, and he'll get snowed under. Leonard, the linebacker, will be the first to bring him down. So patient, and the hole just never opened up.
Yeah, North Oconee did a good job of stringing that run out there. Again, that's just one of those patient runs where you're trying to find something late to hit, and it never did.
So 2nd down and 10. A receiver to either side. They got a tight end here to the right. They'll motion left to right. They'll give it. This is Bubba Frazier. He'll try to turn the corner, and Bubba's going to get snowed under for no gain. Leonard there again, along with Mac Bryce. The other linebacker, they're flowing well to the football. It's now 3rd down and 10.
This North Oconee team's very fast, sideline to sideline. They're doing a really good job right now on the jet sweeps and the student bodies.
2:36 and counting here in the first. BC up 7-6. Same formation for the Cadets. Here's Luke on a straight drop, 3rd and 10. Looking, going to wind up, throw it. It's going to be caught out there on the left. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, and knocked out of bounds. Who was that on the far side? Was that Bubba Frazier? What a catch by Bubba Frazier. Had to double clutch it, and then he just turned on the Jets down to the 7-yard line.
He did. That was a long throw back across the field for Luke. He got it out just in time. Really good catch right there by Bubba Frazier in traffic.
First and goal here for the Cadets at the 7. Twin receivers either side. Now they'll motion act to the right, giving them trips. Here's the snap. Counter back, Bryce Baker. North Oconee was yelling for a false start. They've done that a few times where they'll shift and start pointing. And they're going to say false start against the Cadets. So that'll back them up. Back to the 12. First and goal from the 12. A little more room for Luke to work with. 2:16 to go here in the first quarterfinals of the state playoffs. Here's the snap. The give. Bryce Baker cuts inside the 10. 5. Touchdown. Bryce Baker. Unbelievable run. He just made a couple of hard steps in the hole there, and nobody touched him. Nice 12-yard run. Bryce Baker, his second touchdown of the night, Stevie Powers. And, hey, keep feeding that young man. He was wiggling through the hole, and nobody got it.
Yeah, talking to the coaches on Wednesday morning, I took him some Chick-fil-A biscuits before practice and got to chalk Coach Phillips, and he told me, hey, Bryce Baker's going to touch the ball 25 times tonight. So he's definitely going to get his fair share of carries.
The point after for Connor Ferguson is on its way. And it's up, and it kind of knuckles through there, but it is good. 14-7. Cadets, another solid drive. Put another one on the board. 14-6, I should say. Excuse me. They lead it over North Oconee. 2:10 to go. We're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
Do you have what it takes to be the next all-star QB? Drop in the bucket. Nothing but net. That's right. Show your swagger. Grab your friends or play yourself at the beach, tailgating, anywhere. Test your skills. Take the challenge and see if you're the next all-star QB. Available in select sporting goods stores and at allstarqb.com.
Welcome back here to Memorial Stadium. 14-6. Cadets lead it. Another solid drive, and another drive capped off by a Bryce Baker touchdown run. And here's Connor Ferguson to kick it away for the Cadets. Left to right, he'll boot it. Let's see if they make the adjustment on the kickoff. And there's Connor. He'll boot it, and that one's going to hit at the 1. Going to be returned once again, 10, 15, up at the 20. Breaking a man, missed, and now snowed under at the 25 is Damani Taylor. And again, kind of uncharacteristic of Connor to not get it to the end zone. But better field position for the defense this time is 1st and 10 for the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 26.
Hey, listen, I get it. It's a little cold tonight. The ball's not flying as well. I was wondering why my drives weren't going 300 yards today, but it's just not flying in the cold weather, you know?
So here come the Titans, 1st and 10 from their own 26. They'll put 2 up top, 1 here at the bottom out of that pistol look for Max Wilson. They'll motion a man right to left across the formation. And here's the give. This is going to be Tate Titshaw. He'll get out towards the 30, snowed under by a host of Cadets. The bottom of that pile is Larson Little. Third Scroggins in there. Tank Thomas all at the bottom of the pile. Now North Oconee's going to go tempo. 4 wides, 1 to the left. Lone set for Wilson. Looking. Here comes the blitz. Third Scroggins with the sack. Back at the 28-yard line. He tried to step up, and number 11 just stretched those arms out there and brought him down. A big sack on 2nd down. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
Great job by the secondary over there on the far side. Looked like they were trying to run one of those receiver bubble screens, and the secondary just absolutely blew it up.
Minute 16 to go here in the first. 3rd down. Call it 7.5 here for North Oconee. Now they'll shift. They'll put a tight end to the right, H-back to the left, two receivers to the left. Here's Wilson. They'll roll here to the near side. Wilson looking, trying to cut back. He's got a man wrapping him up and bringing him down. Is Arion Guyton. The flag comes in. That's got to be a hold against North Oconee. Did not see a face mask in there. I don't know who the second guy in there. Arion Guyton was the first one to hit him and kind of got him around the waist. Yeah, if this is against BC. I'm not sure who it would be on, unless somebody came in late with a face mask. It looks like they're going to mark this off against BC. Personal foul, face mask against the Cadets. Got to be honest, I didn't see it.
I didn't either. It looked like he got him around the knees.
So that'll give North Oconee a first down. Out to the Titan 44-yard line. 45 seconds to go here in the first. Twin receivers up top for the Titans. Wilson's got a running back to his right. Here's the snap. Wilson got a quarterback. Keep it. He'll try to run off the right side. He's brought down. Tackle made by, is that Makai Williams coming up? From his safety spot. Second down and 7 after a gain of 3 by Wilson. Wilson kind of like another little running back out there, kind of a thick-bodied quarterback. And not afraid to stick his nose in there. Here's the snap. Wilson going to step back, throw it in the slot. It's going to be caught, and falling down is Roldan. It'll be third down and short. And that'll do it for the first quarter. We'll step aside. After 1, BC 14, North Oconee 6. We go to quarter number 2 here at Memorial Stadium, and this is WatchBCSports.com.
The honor, the heritage, the tradition of excellence. The home for Benedictine Cadets football is WatchBCSports.com. All the games, play-by-play, and in-depth analysis. Home of the Danny Britt Show. Be a part of the action as your Benedictine Cadets take the field in their quest for yet another championship. On the official home of the Cadets, WatchBCSports.com. And look for us on Facebook and Instagram at WatchBCSports.
The Georgia High School Association would like to thank its corporate partners for their valuable support of high school athletics and activities. Alpha Insurance, Georgia Electric Membership Corporation, Gatorade, Wilson, BSN Sports, Atlanta Hawks, Mizuno, the Atlanta Braves, Subway, Sports Medicine South, Atlanta Track Club, NFHS Network, Regions Bank, Max Preps, GoFan, and Georgia Public Broadcasting. As we start the second quarter, Kevin Thomas alongside me is Stevie Powers. And a pretty good first quarter there for BC. Obviously, the first drive, North Oconee goes down. BC, I think, stole some momentum stopping the two-point conversion. They go right down the field and score, get a big stop, and come back with a nice, solid drive and put another one on the board.
Yeah, it was a really, really good job by the offense of getting in a rhythm early. That first drive was obviously a quick one. The second one, they took some time off the clock, put together a nice drive down the field. They threw it. They ran it. Bryce Baker's pretty much taken over that first quarter.
So here's 3rd and 2 to start the second quarter from the BC 48. Wilson out of a pistol. He'll give it to Titshaw, and he'll have the first down and more at the 40. 35, 30. It's a race up the left side. 20, 15. Can Mackay get him? No. Touchdown. On 3rd and 2, Tate Titshaw goes 48 yards for a touchdown. And that trims it to 14-12. And that time he broke through the second level, and it was a foot race and just couldn't get him.
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, they're going to punch back, and we knew that coming into it. I mean, this is not going to be a blowout by any means. So, again, a really well-executed play on a short third down, and you tip your cap and you move on.
So North Oconee went for 2 last time. Here's Poole. Let's see if they shift out of this. Again, the holder is the quarterback, Max Wilson. Looks like they're going to kick it. The snap, the kick is up, and it is good. 14-13 our score with 11:47 to go here in the second. Cadets will get their ball here for the first time in quarter number 2 when we come back here on WatchBCSports.com.
Have I prepared enough? There'll be unexpected turns. When things get tough, I need to stick to the game plan. No regrets. I'm ready. Are you? Get ready. Contact Abel's Iron-On Moore & Associates today and see why they are different. Because nobody ever wishes they'd saved less for retirement.
So one play into the second quarter. North Oconee is drawn to within one. They will kick it. J.J. Poole back left to right. Cadets have, trying to see who they have back here. Looks like maybe Bryce Baker and Rashawn Matthews.
Well, I have a feeling they're not going to be kicking it to number 3.
So here's Poole coming left to right for the Titans, and he will hang one up high, and that's going to find its way into the end zone. And the Cadets will bring it out to the 20, 1st and 10 from there. So a chance for the offense to answer. And so far, Stevie, it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Not too many negative plays for the Cadets, and when they've been able to get yardage, it's been in 6, 7, 8-yard chunks.
Well, I mean, they just shot themselves on the foot right there. They had a stop on 3rd down. We give it up due to a face mask. Those are the plays you kind of look back on like, that's something we can clean up. But yeah, other than that, I mean, pretty sound football, and this is something we expected. 2 disciplined teams, 2 really good football teams going at it.
So here's the Cadets. They'll work right to left here in the second quarter. Again, Cadets in their all grays tonight. Luke's got 3 receivers up top. Bubba Frazier, is going to be soloed up here on the short side of the field. He's got a running back here to his left. Here's the snap. Luke's going to run power here to the short side. He'll turn the corner, still on his feet. Time to cut back at the 25, still on his feet. 29 out to the 30 before he's brought down. And that's just effort by Luke Cromenhawk there on 1st down, getting 10 yards.
Yeah, really good run right there by Luke. Again, patient run, waits till it opens up, breaks a couple tackles, and is able to get out for the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 out to the 31. Here for the Cadets. Here's the snap. Luke's got all kinds of time. Looking, going to wind up a double move up the right side. Has a man in and out of the hands. He was looking for LaDon Bryant, and a flag comes way in. That was well after the play was over. I guess it's going to be pass interference against North Oconee. But that flag came flying in late from the side judge, and you can see Tyler Arndt for North Oconee. He's not going to be happy about that.
I don't know if they're going to call interference or maybe targeting, but it looks like we got a flag down here as well.
So 2 flags on the play.
Looks like they picked up the flag on the far side.
They're coming in to talk about it, and I think one was thrown on the far sideline where the pass was intended. One's back here at the behind the line of scrimmage on the near sideline. Holding against BC. And did they pick up the other one? And they waved off the other flag. So they're going to march 10 off against BC here. That'll put the Cadets back at the 21. And no flag against North Oconee. That's a shame. That was on the backside of the play that the flag was thrown. So 1st and 20 here for the Cadets. They'll put a receiver to either side. And now they'll motion LaDon across the formation. Here's the snap. They'll run a reverse. Here's Bubba Frazier. Luke Cromenhawk, the lead blocker. Luke's going to give him a block out towards the 25, 26-yard line. Give him about 6 back there on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd down and 15, maybe 14. So when it's 1st and forever, just get a little bit of it back. Try to make it manageable there. That's what the Cadets did there. They'll put Bryce Baker in at running back. And they'll have a couple of tight ends here in for BC. 2 wide receivers here to the short side. Bryce Baker will go in motion out towards the right. Empty backfield for Luke. Cromenhawk, straight drop. Looking. Now he's going to cut back and try to tuck it. Now buying some time. Still on his feet. He'll step up. Finds a hole at the 30. 35. Luke cuts back. Makes a man miss. Still on his feet. Still on his feet at the 40 and knocked out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and short And what a gain. North Oconee hyped up over a 14-yard gain by Luke Cromenhawk, and they're going to get a flag for not letting Luke back on the field, and that'll be a free 15 for BC.
Yeah, that's just super undisciplined over there by the North Oconee side.
And again, they kind of all crowded around Luke, and never seen a sideline so hyped after a 14-yard run by the quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now Luke took a shot, but it wasn't the blow you up hit.
Yeah, well, hey, he also made 3 guys look pretty dumb right before he did all that. So
unsportsmanlike against North Oconee. And that'll take it into Titan territory at their 45-yard line. And again, kind of before the Julius Chambers game in pregame warmups, they kind of did something similar as the cadets were going off the field. And Coach Britt said, hey, that really fired my guys up.
Yeah, those are the moments that just don't bode well for the other team.
So here's Luke on first down. He'll keep it himself, breaks through. He's got another hole. He'll get 1 or 2 yards slung down. Brought down by Luke Waterworth, the linebacker. Give him maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Cadets are going to keep trips here to the wide side of the field, which is here to the near side. LaDon Bryant, lone receiver up top. Bryce Baker in there, running back. He will stand off to Luke's left. 2nd and 9 from the Titan 44-yard line. Titans changing their defense up a little bit. And here's the snap to Luke. Straight drop. They'll run the bubble screen. Here's Bubba Frazier at the 40, 35, got a first down. Makes a man miss, still on his feet. Cuts back at the 30. Still driving, still dragging. Titans down to the 25-yard line. And a big gain on 2nd down of about 16 for Bubba Frazier. And again, you got to bring them down. They're making guys miss out there.
They are. Just effort from our guys, man, not refusing to run out of bounds. And you got to love to see that. You know, he could have easily just, stiff-armed the guy, run out of bounds, but no, he fought for that extra 4 or 5 yards.
So 1st and 10 here for the Cadets. They'll go flex bone with 1 receiver. Here's the snap. They'll run a little jet sweep coming back here to the near side to 25. Brought down from behind is Houston Jackson, but not before he gets 2 or 3 yards inside the 25 to the 24. Give him a gain of 2. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
That was a really good play by that linebacker. That was a wide open hole right there. If he didn't make that tackle, that play may go to the house.
Clock rolls inside 9 minutes to go here before the half. Again, BC will get the ball to start the second half. Luke puts Ack Edwards in motion right to left. Straight drop, Luke looking for a check. He's got all kinds of time. Still looking. He's got it wide open on the other side of the field. Didn't see him. Incomplete. Boy, Bryce Baker was standing by his lonesome, and Luke just couldn't see him on the other side.
Yeah, that play was a really long developing play. He had all the time in the world. Good job by the O-line.
How do you forget about number 3?
Yeah, he just forgot about him on the backside.
I'm talking about the defense as well. There wasn't anybody within 20 yards of him.
For sure.
So it'll be 3rd down and 9 from the North Oconee 24. Bryce Baker to the left of Luke. 1 receivers up top, right side of the formation. Now they'll motion Bryce out. Here's the snap. Looking at Bryce. Luke will step up. He'll run back to the near side. Make a man miss at the 20 and brought down. And he'll be short of the first down. It'll be 4th down and about 4 yards. And I would imagine the Cadets are going to kick this. Yeah, they're going to send on the field goal unit and try to let Connor Ferguson cover the rest of this. That time, just some slow developing plays offensively.
Yeah, they got back. Look, the backside rush got to Luke right there on that play and forced him to step up in the pocket. And again, against BC, against Luke, that's what you have to do if you want to be successful.
From the left hash, a 37-yard field goal attempt for Connor Ferguson out of the hold of Houston Jackson. It's blocked. And it'll roll all the way back into the end zone. Couldn't see who got their hand on it, but just came right up the middle, and it was kind of a low line driver of a kick. Didn't get that height off the leg. And it's going to go over to North Oconee after a missed field goal.
Yeah, I think that's the first one that we've had blocked this year. And I know, Connor likes to kick the ball off the turf, which, in high school football you don't see much because they allow you to use a tee. So definitely a one of those scenarios. Well, hey, if you use a tee, maybe. But again, first one of the year, doesn't come at the best time. But see if the defense can hold here.
And again, that penalty on third down really hurt the defense last time out. Had a stop and then allowed the drive to continue. Here's North Oconee from their own 20, empty backfield here for Max Wilson. Cadets will shift around. Now they've got third. Scroggins kind of stunning on the inside. Now they'll go back to a pistol look. Now they'll man in motion. And Coach Britt talked about this. They like to do formations all over the place. Here's Wilson going to tuck it, and he bounced it out there incomplete. It was a play action, kind of quick pass, and rushed it a little bit incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, good thing, offensively for North Oconee, they do like to motion a lot of guys around, but very similar to what we saw last week with LaGrange, shifting guys in and out, bringing the tight end across the field. But BC so far has handled it pretty well.
2nd down and 10. And again, Coach Britt mentioned that. They like to formation you all over the place. Now the Cadets are shifting. On defense, here's Wilson, going to power run out here to the left. Can he get to the edge? Third Scroggins going to hit him. They're going to beat him at the sticks. Maybe a half a yard. That was third Scroggins. And Wilkes Albert in pursuit over there as well. And third down, they're going to say he got maybe a yard and a half. It'll be 3rd and long here for North Oconee. So another big play here for this Cadet defense with 7:20 to go in the half. And again, Cadets have kind of changed the way they've played defense. They've got Arion Guyton and third Scroggins on the inside. Tank Thomas and Camp Cody on the outside. Flag comes flying in. Start. So kind of an inverted, if you will, defensive line right now for BC.
Yeah, I mean, third in a longer situation here. Definitely want to have, more DBs in there to cover the pass.
But they're putting their speed guys on the inside.
Yeah.
And the 2 tackles have now shifted kind of outside.
Yeah, also there's running stunts and stuff like that, but they've gashed us a couple of times up the middle. On 3rd and 2 on the last drive, they hit us for a 50-yard touchdown run. So maybe stacking those guys in there on the inside gives us a better shot against maybe some lesser athletic offensive linemen.
So to bring up 3rd down and 13. So another one of these 3rd and longs. You're going to try to get off the field. Cadets are not lined up. They're going to stay in that defensive look. You've got Tank Thomas and Cam Cody kind of on the edges, and you got Guyton and third Scroggins standing up in the middle of that defensive front. Out of a pistol, here's Max Wilson. On 3rd down and 13, and what do we have? Another flag. Nope. Timeout by North Oconee.
Almost had it.
You were showing throw the flag. Was it going to be a delay of game?
Yeah, the play clock was at 0. They got the timeout off right in time. North Oconee's head coach was sprinting down the sideline to make sure he got it off.
So it'll be 3rd down and 12, and now you're at that time of the second quarter where you get a stop here. You can start thinking about hey, can we put together a drive to score close to the end of the half, make a stop, and get the ball right back to start the second half?
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about it last week with those 2, 3, 4-minute drives that you want to put together. Hey, if they give you an opportunity to score a touchdown, take it. But if not, let's take some time off the clock and move it down the field and try to be a little strategic with it.
So North Oconee had to talk it over again. 3rd and 13. Try to keep it in front of you here. 7:01 to go here in the first half. Cadets have 14 points on 2 Bryce Baker touchdown runs. So here we go, 3rd and 13. Tight end to the left out of a pistol. Here's Wilson. He'll give it to Titshaw. He'll go straight ahead, break a tackle, and now he brought it down very close. He's going to drive ahead and get the first down. 3rd and 13, he got 14. And give that young man credit. That was just an effort run for him.
Yeah,
the Cadets couldn't bring him down.
It was a really good run by him. Again, carried a couple of our guys an extra 2 or 3 yards to pick up the first down. They're gashing us up the middle on those 3rd down plays.
So 1st and 10 here for North Oconee from their own 32. And Wilson will keep it. He'll run around the right side. He'll find a hole. He'll be brought down. That was Wilkes Albert. Third Scroggins on the tackle, but not before he gets 6, does Wilson. And it'll be second down and about 4. And the Cadets just trying to find a way to get off the field here. And North Oconee, much like LaGrange, you said, very deliberate in the way they run their offense. They tried to go hurry up and kind of got in their own way doing that. And now back to just being very deliberate on offense. Here's the snap. Wilson looking. He'll step up in the pocket, try to throw near side and bounce it over there. And it'll bring up third down and 4.
Yeah, North Oconee's doing a good job at just sticking to their script. They're not trying to do anything different or abnormal. They're running their offense on third downs. They're not afraid to run the football. You got to tip your cap there. Just make some adjustments defensively and keep going.
So a big play here for this defense. You gave up 3rd and 13. It's now 3rd and 4. From the North Oconee 38-yard line. Titans will put a receiver to either side. They got a H-back now moving left to right. Out of the pistol, here's Wilson. He'll play action, rolling back near side. He breaks away from a tackler and will lean ahead and be right. Now ball's out, and BC's going to fall on it. I think the Cadets got it. There's a scrum at the 49.
They're going to call him down. I think that football was out.
It's very close to the sticks.
Golly, I think that football was out.
That ball came shooting out of there. Larson Little went diving for it. And they're going to throw it back. This is going to be either 4th and extremely short, or they're going to say he got the first down. He got it by 2 inches if he got it.
Coach Britt's not going to like that one.
And he's wanting an explanation as to how it wasn't a fumble. And that's tough. And this defense is there to make plays right now, Stevie. It's just that second effort. They're not slowing it down enough to keep that extra 1 or 2 yards from getting the first down. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going to wind up, throw it over the middle, has a man. It's caught and immediately tackled down at the BC 26-yard line. Pass is complete to Trey Linhart, who we've seen make a couple of plays on defense at linebacker, and now North Oconee is going to hurry up. And this Cadet defense on its heels a little bit. Here's the snap. Wilson looking, rolling here to the near side, going to throw it and be sacked, and then the ball comes thrown out. He's going to be down, a sack by 3rd Scroggins. And Wilson just kind of threw it towards the North Oconee sideline, but not before he was sacked. A big loss back to the 37-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd and about 20. And now here's a couple of plays, Stevie, where you just can't give up a first down.
No, you cannot. This again, it's very similar to when they snapped it over his head. You got 2nd and long here. You got them right where you want them. They're out of field goal range. Definitely keep them away from the sticks.
So here's Wilson out of a shotgun. He'll pull it. They run the bubble screen underneath. BC reads it well. Bryce Baker. And the ball came out again. And they're going to say he was down again. And Danny Britt is about to lose it. They're going to say he was down. Bryce Baker made the tackle along with 3rd Scroggins. You can hear the BC fans not liking it. They'll put it down at the 37. It's going to be 3rd and 20. Bottom line, got to get off the field here.
Yep. You just got to keep playing football. A couple calls didn't go our way. We're right there. We're making the plays. They're just not going our way. That's fine. Get the ball down. Keep them out of field goal range here. Just keep playing. The turnovers will come.
Delay of game on North Oconee unless they got the timeout again. Tyler Arndt gets another timeout. He was screaming at his offense. You can see him on the sideline now. He's giving one of his coaches the what for in the headset. He was screaming at his offense with 8 on the play clock to hurry up and had to use the second timeout. So it's going to be 3rd down and 20. Here, Stevie, and again, this has been if there's been an Achilles heel for BC defensively all year, I would say it's been the 3rd and absurdly long. For whatever reason, we've seen teams 3rd and 15, 3rd and 17 all season long convert first downs against this defense, and hadn't really been a good reason for it. Just been one of those things that this team, when it's third and extremely long, they have not played great on the defensive side.
No, I 100% agree with you. I think you get into I don't want to say a lackadaisical mindset, but almost a safety type of defense. There becomes a lot of holes and stuff like that, and just people trying to be preventive rather than still attacking. So we'll see if the D-line can get some good penetration right here on the quarterbacks. Probably a passing down. They're trying to get into at least field goal position.
Here we go out of the timeout. It'll be 3rd and 20 from the 37 of BC. Twins up top. They'll motion the man right to left across the formation, give him the H-back. This is going to be Titshaw off the left side. He'll get a block off the left side, turn the corner, 25-20, and knocked out of bounds by Luke Kromenhoek at the 21. But again, 3rd and 20, and you gave up 16, and now in field goal range from the 21-yard line.
Yeah, let's see what they decide to do here.
And again,
looks like they're sending on their field goal.
They're going to trot out the field goal kicker, but again, the holder is going to be Max Wilson, who is the quarterback. So you have to be potentially prepared for a fake here. It'll be a 37-yard field goal, much like BC had just a moment ago with Connor Ferguson. That one was blocked. Let's see what the Cadets do. Here's the snap. It's up, and it is
no good.
No good. Missed it to the left. Cadets hold the lead, 14-13, 3:33 to go here before the half. And now's when you need a 3-minute drive. Shake off that defensive possession and put some points on the board.
Yeah, I mean, hey, tough possession there, but we still hold them on 3rd down, get off the field, give the special teams unit a chance to hold them, and we did.
So Cadets will take over on their 20. Again, a missed field goal in Georgia high school football. As long as it gets to the end zone, you take over on the 20. So 80 yards to go here for BC, 3:33 to go before the half. And it'll be Luke Kromenhoek. He's got a running back either side. Now Luke checks with his offensive line. They'll move the formation. Quads out here to the left. One receiver up top. Luke's by himself. Kromenhoek, straight drop. They'll run the bubble screen. Caught by Bubba Frazier, and they got Bubba in the backfield. Back at the 16, they're going to lose 4. And North Oconee read that one beautifully. They
did. Not a very good job on the perimeter there blocking, which is pretty abnormal. Our receivers are pretty good at getting those perimeter blocks off for our guys to get the play time to develop.
That was Kamari Brooks with the tackle for North Oconee. 2nd down and 13. Same formation for the Cadets. Luke looking. Got all kinds of time. Now a blitzer coming over. He's got Rashawn Matthews caught the 25-30. Rashawn makes a man miss at the 35 and ahead to the 36, 37-yard line. 1st and 10. A flag comes out extremely late from the far side official. And Luke Kromenhoek a little slow getting up. And let's see who this is on. It's just going to be marked off against BC. Luke's up and appears to be walking around all right. If it's after the play, it had to be as really late. It should still be a 1st down. If it's a dead ball, it's a 1st down for BC. It may just not be as far up the field as they like.
Yeah, it was looked like Ack came in late with a blindside hit, I think is what they're going to get him on.
No, they're going to wave it off. So the ball's going to be at the Benedictine 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. 2:58 to go.
Luke is literally throwing up.
Did he just
after that hit?
They go wing T. Luke will go under center. Here's the snap. They give to Rashawn Matthews. Working near side. Rashawn turns the corner 40. 45, 50 into North Oconee territory and thrown out of bounds by Damani Taylor. That'll be a 1st down into North Oconee territory. And we've seen that play 100 times from the Cadets. Just a straight little jet sweep there. Now from the North Oconee 46. Trips up top for Luke. Here's the snap. Luke looking. Over the middle. It's caught. Bubba Frazier at the 40. 35. Cuts back. Still on his feet and shoved down at the 31-yard line. That's enough for a 1st down once again. And that time just a little drag route from Bubba Frazier. And Luke just waited and got it right to him.
Yeah, I mean, our biggest passing plays have come on the drag route to the plays across the middle. They're just leaving the middle of the field wide open, trying to contain the corners.
So twin receivers either side now stacked up. They'll put Bryce out in the slot left side of Luke. Titans showing blitz. Luke got time. He'll throw it short. Caught. Houston Jackson cuts back to the 30 and knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give Houston a gain of 9 on first down. It'll be second down and short. And that's the beauty of this BC offense is you can get it to so many guys,
Yep.
and it looks like, okay, maybe a 2 or 3 yard gain, and their athleticism turns it into a 9-yard play.
Yeah, we saw it a lot last week. So many different guys touching the football.
Luke will send Rashawn Matthews right to left across the formation, and they'll counter back with Bryce. Bryce at the 25, cuts inside at the 20. He'll have the first down at the 19, and a 5-6 yard gain by Bryce Baker will move the sticks for BC.
Anytime Bryce Baker touches the ball, he's going to make at least one guy miss. Right there with a really nice cutback, sending a guy back across his face, getting an extra 2 or 3 yards to pick up the first down.
2 minutes and counting here for BC in the first half. Ball's at the 19. Luke, the snap, they give to Bryce. He'll cut back inside towards the 15, still driving the stack. Before he's turned around, they'll give him forward progress to the 14, so a gain of 6 on first down for Bryce Baker, and it'll be second down and 4.
See BC right here running the ball. We got less than 2 minutes left in the red zone. Trying to run some clock here.
Yeah, I think however it goes, field goal, touchdown, you don't want to let North Oconee have the ball back with much time. Everybody in tight out of a shotgun here for Luke. Here's the snap. Cromenhawk has it over the middle. Caught LaDon Bryant. 3 dives for the end zone. Touchdown, LaDon Bryant. Extra effort by the big fella. Gets in the end zone, and BC in the paint again.
Yeah, that was an incredible play by LaDon. Super athletic, just diving over the top of the defender to get the ball across the goal line. Again, just sitting down right in that zone coverage over the middle.
And again, a good throw by Luke in traffic that time. And LaDon jumped from about the 2 and stuck his hands out. I know sometimes a dangerous play because they can swat it away, but
for sure.
Got it across the goal line. And with 1:17, Cadets lead it 20-13. And now Connor Ferguson. The snap and the extra point is up, and it is good. 21-13. Cadets in front. We're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature, wood, smoke, and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah.
Welcome back here to Memorial Stadium. What a way to respond. This field goal by North Oconee. Cadets go 80 yards in a little more than 2 minutes and extend their lead to 8. And now need their defense to hold on for the next 1:17. Go to halftime, and Cadets will get the ball to start the second half. But you feel like offensively, Stevie, I know you've been in some games like this during your time with the Cadets. It feels like offense is playing with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, they really are. They're playing with a lot of swagger, too. You can see those guys, and they're going quick. They're slowing down when they need to. They're going fast when they need to. They're in a really good rhythm right now, which is what you want, especially early on.
Here's Connor Ferguson to kick it from right to left. Again, Taylor back deep for North Oconee. And Ferguson's going to drive it, and that one will reach the end zone. And that's more what we've expected to see.
Oh, there you go.
Comes that
another
way.
Undisciplined flag from North Oconee.
Didn't see what happened. Obviously, the flag's out, but just some late shoving, or
No, it's just a guy jumping in front of our guy's face after he slung him on the ground, which, again, is just from a discipline side. We saw it last week with LaGrange multiple times, especially as the game got out of hand. But those are just, when you're playing a team like BC who is so disciplined and doesn't give up a lot of yardage through penalties, you cannot allow that to happen.
So this will back them up.
That's going to really help our defense as well with the field position with only 1:17 left. They may just take it into half.
That ball goes back to the 10. And again, North Oconee with, I think, one timeout, each team with one timeout, if I'm not mistaken. I believe they have it wrong on the scoreboard. Here's the snap, and this will be Titshaw. Try to go right side. He gets stood up and slung backwards. And clock will continue to roll with 1 minute to go. Here before the half, 21-13. Again, BC with just one timeout, so can't really stop it if you're thinking about that at home. And North Oconee this far back in their territory is not really in any big hurry here either. They'll put a tight end to either side. Cadets will shift along the front as well. And now Wilson. He'll take the snap. He'll give it to Titshaw. A flag comes flying in. Cadets all over that. Another flag comes flying in. And the Cadets think this is going to be against North Oconee. The early indication is going to be against North Oconee as a offsides. I think Danny Britt's going to decline it. It'll be 3rd and 10. So it'll be 3rd down and 10 here for North Oconee, 26 seconds. So now if you're the Cadets, if you get a stop here, the clock stopped on the penalty, you still have the timeout at your disposal. So if you're North Oconee, you may have to punt. Oh, now the clock starts to run. They will have to snap it. And they'll give it to Titshaw straight ahead. BC going to stack it up, and you use the timeout if you're Danny Britt. Clock rolls 8 seconds, and he's saying no. They're going to take it to the locker room. So that'll do it for the first half. Cadets, solid first half offensively. Continue to play really well offensively. Defensively, they've done enough to keep the Cadets in this ball game and keep them ahead. 21-13, the score here at the half. A couple of Bryce Baker touchdown runs and one LaDon Bryant touchdown reception have been the difference here for BC as we go to the half. And the Bernard Williams halftime report will come back with Stevie Powers, and we will recap the first half of this one and get you ready for more in the Bernard Williams Cadet halftime report. We're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. We also know that every play needs a plan. And if you're running with the best of them, you need the experience of a company that's been around since 1934. Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance proudly support our players and coaches because we know what it takes to build a winning team that you can count on when the game gets rough. Bernard Williams Insurance and Financial Services. Trust in the power of the Shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com.
Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature and wood smoke and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah.
You know, Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at Cool Vibes.
Welcome back here at the half. The Bernard Williams halftime report. Cadets lead it 21-13 over North Oconee. And Stevie Powers, a good first half there for BC. Got behind early again, immediately answered though on the offensive side. And once they got the lead, they have not relinquished it, leading it 21-14.
offensively, they've done a really good job, getting in a rhythm and just getting the ball to Bryce Baker and some of these other playmakers and doing a good job up front, giving Luke plenty of time. We've seen him sit back in the pocket for a while. It's been good.
Quarterback to quarterback, rate Luke's play here. It seems like I know a lot of folks have talked about how the BC offense operates, and it seems like the deeper it's gone in this season, they've relied more and more on Luke to run and make really some big-time throws.
Yeah, and play defense too, right? Yeah. No, he's done an incredible job. One thing that Luke does a really good job of is protecting the football. Even when he's running, he's got that ball tucked away. Does a great job, obviously, with decision-making with the passing game, never throwing it into traffic, just trying to find open guys, if not throwing it away or getting something with the ground. So.
Again, he's played really tremendous football here in this first half. Bryce Baker, a big first half as well. But, again, that calming presence of Luke Kromenhawk. I know you've been through these runs, and it's like you may be going 100 miles an hour inside, but you got to just be that steady force. He's done a good job of that.
Yeah, he's been even keel, and the whole team has. They've got a lot of older guys. We talk about week in and week out. A lot of older guys on this team, and he's doing a really good job right now as the leader of the team, just staying even keel, never too high, never too low, just playing football.
Obviously, in the locker room, you've given up 13 points. North Oconee's moved the football on you. If you're Danny Britt, Galen Houston here in the locker room, what are you talking about with this defense, and what adjustments do you think they need to make here in the second half?
Well, I think the key is to get off the field on third down. They've done a phenomenal job. Again, a penalty gave them a first down conversion. They've done just fine, not giving up too many big plays, but on third down, we're giving up too much yardage. So I think that's your key and the adjustment that you need to make at halftime to get off the field on third down.
And again, North Oconee is a formation team. They are going to move and shift and put guys all over the place. How do you kind of control some of that where they're obviously trying to get you to move so they can find a hole?
Yeah, I mean, listen, they're going to throw all kinds of different looks at you. These are things that we saw last week against LaGrange, a very similar look. They've prepped for it all week and practiced and watched a lot of film. So just, stick to your assignments. Don't let some guy moving around throw you off in what you're trying to do. Just get into your assignment and play hard.
Obviously, you don't want to put too much into it. There's still plenty of football left, but how important offensively is this next possession for A.J. DePhillips and the offense? You come down to score. I mean, you're up 8 right now, so you have a full possession. If you can score again and be up 2 possessions and knowing at least on one of them they're going to have to go for 2 to draw back with you, how big is this first possession if you can go down and score for BC?
No, it's extremely important. It's a big possession. I think this will be a defining moment in the course of this game as we get later into the ball game. It's a really big possession. I mean, to come out second half, punch them in the mouth immediately, it's deflating for them. It keeps the crowd into the game, and then obviously gives your defense some momentum as well to get the ball back for you.
Kind of change the way you can play defense as well.
Sure.
If you've got a 2-possession lead, take some chances maybe up there as well. Defensive line has had its moments. Hasn't been quite as in the backfield as maybe we've seen some other times as well. Is that just maybe kind of a byproduct of the scheme we're seeing tonight, or how do you evaluate those guys who have been so dominant the last handful of weeks here?
I think a lot of it is just getting lined up. Again, we're kind of waiting to see what they're going to do offensively before we get into our defensive assignments and into our positions. So I think that's part of it, but also North Oconee has a really good offensive line. They're big, they're physical, and they're blocking really well tonight. So I think it's just, we got to continue to get pressure on the quarterback, make him uncomfortable. Every time we have, he's thrown balls short. So we got to get to that third down and get off the field.
We are at the half. It is Benedictine 21 and North Oconee 13. We're coming right back here with the Bernard Williams halftime report on WatchBCSports.com.
Do you have what it takes to be the next all-star QB? Drop in the bucket. Nothing but net. That's right. Show your swagger. Grab your friends or play yourself at the beach, tailgating, anywhere. Test your skills. Take the challenge and see if you're the next all-star QB. Available in select sporting goods stores and at allstarqb.com.
Welcome back here at the half. Of course, we are in the state quarterfinals here this week, and still a lot of area teams playing in the state tournament or state playoffs. Cartersville beating Jenkins tonight 21-0 in the second quarter. Of Jenkins going up against one of those state powers at Cartersville. Going to be tough there. Last score we got, Wesleyan was beating Calvary Day 14-7, and Calvary was a huge favorite in that ball game. Bryan County and Commerce tied at 8. Have not seen a Savannah Christian score tonight, but still a lot of teams from this area still trudging along here in the state playoffs. Cadets trying to make it a couple more weeks here and get back to the state championship. And folks talk about this all the time, and playing and practicing after Thanksgiving. And is this when you really feel like, Stevie, that the state championship is in reach? Is like, hey, everybody says practice Thanksgiving. Well, here we are. Hey, you're literally a couple of steps away from playing for it all.
Yeah, honestly, I almost think it's the opposite. As you get closer to it, the importance of each game becomes more. You understand, obviously, what the goal is, but you can't get there if you don't win this week. And it starts every Monday at practice, right? You get back from the Friday night game, you start watching the film and prepping for the next team. So they won the week at practice this week, no school. They had nothing but football to worry about. Obviously, it's showing tonight with how well the offense is playing and the defense holding on, a couple big stops there towards the end. So, I think it's definitely something to look forward to. But at the same time, these games are big.
Is that a fun week? No school, just football?
It's pretty awesome. To get to the school, and I think they practice this week about 9:00 in the morning all week. So by the time lunchtime rolls around, you're out and you got the whole rest of the afternoon to do your thing. But these kids are also 14 to 18 years old, so you have to kind of reiterate the message to them, like, hey, have a good time, relax, be with your family, don't be stupid. We got a lot to play for.
I was going to say, it's hard to think about that, when you're 17, 18 years old, of like, you do have a lot of free time, but hey, what's coming up on Friday? I can't afford to miss, because we were having a little fun, little craziness away from the field as well. I know that happens from time to time, but yeah, what a week it's been, with Thanksgiving, and obviously you get a chance to practice. And Coach Britt, to me, really does a great job of like, hey, we want to get in, get our work done, and go home. No need to belabor it. School's out. Let's come in, do it, and get ready to go play on Friday.
Yeah, no, he does. He does a really good job with the discipline. He does a really good job with the discipline of the team. And he's not there. He doesn't want to keep the kids there for 3 to 4 hours. Just get in, get the practice schedule done, get your work in, get the film in, and go be with your family.
We are at the half. Bernard Williams halftime report. Benedictine up 21-13, and they will get the ball first coming out of the locker room as we come back with more of the Bernard Williams halftime report here on WatchBCSports.com.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. We also know that every play needs a plan. And if you're running with the best of them, you need the experience of a company that's been around since 1934. Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance proudly support our players and coaches because we know what it takes to build a winning team that you can count on when the game gets rough. Bernard Williams Insurance and Financial Services. Trust in the power of the Shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com.
Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature, wood, smoke, and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah.
Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at Cool Vibes.
Welcome back here at the half. The Bernard Williams halftime report did get a updated score. Savannah Christian leads Lumpkin County 14-3. So Savannah awesome. Christian continuing on, and Calvary and Wesleyan 21-14. They lead Calvary Day at the half. Boy, Calvary I think hadn't given up points in like 2 months.
Yeah,
it seemed like, and so they've given up 21 to Wesleyan. They're in a dogfight in that ball game, and this time of year, I guess, as you said, Stevie, say what you want about whoever you're playing. if you're playing in the quarterfinals, you're a good football team, and you're to be reckoned with. Obviously, nobody flukes their way to this weekend in high school football.
No, they don't, and it's really awesome to see all the area schools having some success, especially Jenkins, man. What a Cinderella story they've had this season. I don't even think they had a winning record going into the playoffs, and now to be in the Elite Eight of 5A, I mean, that's awesome. And just obviously pulling, when we're playing against those other teams, they're obviously we're pulling for our guys, but anytime that they're putting Savannah on the map with high school football, it's awesome to see.
Absolutely. It is 21-13 at the half. Benedictine leads, and again, a winner here will be on the road next week. Obviously, you still got 2 quarters of football to deal with, but going to have to go on the road to whomever it's going to be at the end of the day. But 2 more quarters here at Memorial Stadium. I know you played over at Savannah State in a lot of yours, but what did it mean playing in front of the home crowd? And obviously that last season, the run you guys were on, obviously had to feel great to finish it out at home with a win to move on to go play for a state championship.
That was amazing. Junior year, my junior year, 2013, when we played against Calhoun at Savannah State, that was, even through my college days and everything, that was probably one of the coolest environments I've ever played in. So it's very similar to this crowd tonight, just electric. The fans tailgating, obviously, again, no school or anything, so people are out here early having a good time, watching football throughout the day, tailgating, just like you would in college. So it's really awesome atmosphere. It's super fun. Awesome night for these seniors to get to play in front of a big crowd their last time playing here. And, I'm happy for them.
And this is a group, we've talked about it all season long, but as it comes down to it here tonight, they won a lot of football games right here in the stadium. I was talking with somebody today, I think lost in the semifinals in the COVID year, did this senior group, but after that it was 15 games, and we'll see this year it could end up being somewhere in the mid-50s to upper 50s in career games, and that's a lot of football for this team, these seniors who have done a lot of winning. And to me, it's shown in the way they've played. It's a lot of times you see a team, much like North Oconee, big hit, they're jumping around, getting excited. I haven't really seen that from this team at all.
No.
From the entire year. No matter who they're playing, haven't seen. Now, when the game's over, you see it.
Yeah.
But it's so atypical for a high school football team where it's just kind of, while the game's going on, it's almost, you hear this in college football or the NBA or whatever, say, hey, we're going on a business trip.
Yeah.
And it seems like that's what this team does week in and week out, not too high, not too low. We're here to go finish the job. And I don't think people appreciate how truly unique that is for a group of 17 to 18-year-old kids where you haven't seen a lot of, hey, let's get hype on a sideline. They just kind of create their own momentum and get after it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's definitely business as usual for these guys. They played in a lot of big games. They played a lot of football. They've been here before, and that's something a lot of times, and you've seen it tonight with North Oconee, when you're really jacked up and sometimes those emotions can get the best of you, and it hurts your team in the long run with unsportsmanlike conducts and 15-yard penalties that put your team in a hole. BC, Coach Britt does a fantastic job of the discipline, and, hey, we're not going to shoot ourselves in the foot. Control your emotions, play even keel, never up, never down, and just keep playing football and let the score talk.
And the score right now says Benedictine 21, North Oconee 13. We've got a few minutes to go here before the teams will come out of the locker room and get ready for half number 2. BC will get the ball first. We're coming right back here on the Bernard Williams halftime report right here on WatchBCSports.com.
Do you have what it takes to be the next all-star QB? Drop in the bucket. Nothing but net. That's right. Show your swagger. Grab your friends or play yourself at the beach, tailgating, anywhere. Test your skills. Take the challenge and see if you're the next all-star QB. Available in select sporting goods stores and at allstarqb.com. The honor, the heritage, the tradition of excellence. The home for Benedictine Cadets football is WatchBCSports.com. All the games, play-by-play, and in-depth analysis. Home of the Danny Britt Show. Be a part of the action as your Benedictine Cadets take the field in their quest for yet another championship. On the official home of the Cadets, WatchBCSports.com. And look for us on Facebook and Instagram at WatchBC Sports.
Welcome back here to Memorial Stadium. BC Cadets starting to emerge from the locker room here. So we've got about 5 minutes to go until the second half. And Luke took a couple of shots there towards the end of the first half on some blitzers. Seemed to shake it off. I did not see him. You said he actually threw up in the middle of a drive.
He did.
And then again, kept going. We'll see if that plays a factor. It didn't seem to matter. After he did it, it's kind of like, hey, got it out. Let's go.
Yeah, he threw a touchdown pass on that drive.
Yeah, and come back with it. But what a competitor. As you said, something that we talk about things that you see on this team. And I mention it to Danny Britt all the time. It's like there's not another 5-star quarterback in America that will be playing defense.
No.
Just not at all. And
not
Luke's been out there all night, and it's been kind of a testament to him. People say, oh, just go play both ways. Well, you haven't done that all year. I mean, like, how difficult do you see that for any player to just say, okay, you haven't really done it, but maybe one game, the second half against Wayne, we had to put you in there in defense. Now we're going to need you to play virtually every snap of the ball game. Oh, by the way, you're our leader, you're our quarterback, you're our playmaker.
Yep.
You got to play every play. You just don't see that a lot at the high school level, not with a quarterback of his caliber.
No, you definitely don't. You see a lot of them that are protected, rightfully so. Luke is an absolute competitor. He's a warrior. He wants to be out there with his guys, and it fires the team up seeing their guy out there. I was talking to Mr. John, his father, before the game, and we were actually talking about the unfortunate injury with Florida State starting quarterback this year and how he went down. And he says, and Luke's out there playing both ways, and you never know when those things can happen. Mr. John looked at me and he said, hey, man, it's high school football. We're here to go. And that's just when you're taught by a man and by parents that, teach you and instill those principles in you to go out and play hard for your team and for your guys. I mean, Luke is a prime example of that, and his parents should be extremely proud of him.
Absolutely. Cadets are back out on the field warming up for the second half. I've yet to see North Oconee emerge from the locker room. Again, Cadets are going to get it here to start the second half. We will step aside one more time, finish it up here with the Bernard Williams halftime report, and we'll bring you the second half right here from Memorial Stadium when we return here on WatchBCSports.com.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. We also know that every play needs a plan. And if you're running with the best of them, you need the experience of a company that's been around since 1934. Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance proudly support our players and coaches because we know what it takes to build a winning team that you can count on when the game gets rough. Bernard Williams Insurance and Financial Services. Trust in the power of the Shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com.
Welcome back here to Memorial Stadium as we get ready for the second half. It is 21-13. Glad to have you along. I want to thank the folks who have helped us bring you BC football all year long. Of course, Bernard Williams Insurance helped bring you the halftime report each and every week. Bowtie Barbecue, a great place to go grab a bite before the game each and every Friday with Benedictine, and also the site of the weekly Danny Britt Show every Thursday there from Bowtie Barbecue at noon. Hope you'll join myself and Coach Britt as we'll look ahead to hopefully the Final Four round if the Cadets can hold on here in this ball game there at Bowtie Barbecue. Also, Coach's Corner helping us bring you the post-game show each and every week as well. So just a couple of folks we want to thank. Also, Cool Vibes Pizza for helping us bring you the Cool Vibes Pizza Player of the Game each and every week. So just a couple of folks we want to thank for being proud supporters of the broadcast here on WatchBCSports.com. So both teams back out of the locker rooms. Cadets are going to get the ball first. Obviously, a big drive, as we mentioned, to start the halftime report there, Stevie. I guess you got to keep it within yourself. Not, hey, let's go for the Hail Mary knockout punch right away and try to do too much. But a nice methodical drive that ends up with points on the board. even if it's a field goal, would be a huge start to the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, just finding that rhythm just like they did in the first half, making sure they're staying with that same momentum, that same discipline, that same sense of urgency, punch the ball down the field and get it in the end zone, take a nice 2-possession lead.
Absolutely, and again, that puts the pressure on Stockbridge. Can't be as deliberate. Maybe have to come out of their game plan a little bit as the deeper this game goes on. So plays more into to your favor there as well. Look for Bryce Baker, as you mentioned. He was such a factor early.
Yeah.
Kind of went away from him some as the game went on in the second quarter. Obviously, he can't play every play
Yeah.
here at that. But obviously, if you get him here in third, fourth quarter, it's go time. And would imagine you'll see a lot of Luke, a lot of Bryce offensively here in the second half.
I love how you said Stockbridge there. We're already looking forward to next week.
Say Stockbridge? I'm sorry.
Hey, no, I love it. We're already looking forward to next week.
Stockbridge was winning, by the way. I just took a peek.
Yeah, no, I got a chance to talk to them. Not that, we were looking past this game. Obviously, this is a big game. There's a lot of football left to be played. But talking about the matchup with Stockbridge last year and just how athletic their secondary guys were, BC, our coaches had nothing but great things to say about it.
That was a fun game. That was actually this Friday last year. It was the day after Thanksgiving.
And we played there?
Yeah,
yep.
It was there at Stockbridge, a cold night, and it was a fun football game. Went back and forth, and the Cadets kind of took over in the fourth quarter and were able to finish the deal, as they've done a number of times. So Cadets are back out there on the field. It'll be Bryce Baker and Nasir Samuel back deep. Looks like Houston Jackson going to be one of the upbacks. So if they kick it short, you've got DeBerry Green and Houston Jackson. So you got four kind of playmakers in that back shell for BC here, as J.J. Poole will kick it off for North Oconee. Taking his time, getting it set up there. He will kick it out of the north end zone here to start the second half. Cadets will work right to left here in the third quarter. No real wind to speak of at all. The flag's just hanging across the way. And here's the kick. Going to hang it up, and it will come down at the 7. This is going to be Nasir Samuel at the 15. At the 20, Nas stays on his feet, still driving across the 25 to the 26 before he's brought down, and that's where the Cadets will take over 1st and 10. So Luke Cromanhawk going to lead the offense back out there. And again, sometimes it took him a minute, but all in all, very productive first half for the offense and Luke Cromanhawk. LaDon Bryant will go up top, lone wide receiver up there. Bryce Baker, tail of the offset eye, as Luke will go under center to start the second half. Here's the snap. They'll run the toss near side.
It's going to be a false start.
And that late shift by North Oconee got, I believe, was the right guard that time. I think that's going to be Waddell. Again, tough to stay still when you know the snap's coming and they're shifting late on you. So that'll back him up. It'll be 1st and 15. And Cromanhawk will go under center again. They'll run offset eye to the left. Now they'll flip the tight end. Here's the snap. Luke, they'll toss it here to the near side. Bryce trying to buy some time. He'll turn the corner and stay on his feet, still driving and out of bounds. And he'll get up towards the 23, give him a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 13. And again, I think BC just trying to work the edge on North Oconee. And again, the more you can get that secondary creeping up a little bit, the more holes you can find for Luke to throw into. 4 wide here for Cromanhawk on 2nd and 13. Here's the snap. Luke going to counter give to Bryce Baker. He'll run to the right, try to turn the corner. He gets there at the 25 and is slung down at the 26.
Good tackle.
It's going to be made by number 8, Tate Titshaw, who's also the running back. Actually, make that number 9, Jack Kelly. It'll be 3rd down and 10 here for the Cadets.
Bryce had a nice, if he breaks that tackle, he's got another 10 to 15 yards to go. That was a really good tackle right there by number 9.
So 3rd and 10 here for BC. They'll put Bryce next to Luke Cromenhawk. Twins here to the left. They got 2 tight ends in the formation. Now they'll put Bryce out in the slot. And here's the snap. Luke looking. Got some time. Boy, throws a bullet at LaDon Bryant, who catches it up. Oh, I thought he had forward progress up at the 35. Danny Britt saying, why are we spotting the ball so far back? He caught it up at the 35. And they're going to mark it at the 32. Oh, 31. That is terrible.
Wow.
Horrible spot. LaDon caught it at the 35. If that was the case, it would be 4th and 1. Instead, it's 4th and 5, and BC is going to have to punt the football. Boy, what an awful spot.
Yeah, that should have been a forward progress. They never blew the whistle, pushing back another 3 or 4 yards, and then they blew it.
So that'll bring on Connor Ferguson to punt the football. Looks like North Oconee wants to come after this one. They've got 1 man back deep. Here's the snap. Coming after it, Connor gets it away, hangs it up, and fair catch at the 41. They wanted running into the kicker, not going to get it called. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the North Oconee 42-yard line. I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and 1 from where it was, but a tough spot regardless.
Right. Well, I mean, you never know. You could get the old tush push like the Eagles like to run with Jalen Hurts.
So 9:54 to go. North Oconee with their first possession of the second half. And it will be Harrison Faulkner in at quarterback here. So no Max Wilson, at least to start it. Faulkner, a sophomore quarterback, takes a snap, throws it over the middle, incomplete. I don't know if somebody got a hand on it.
Looked like it was tipped by a D lineman. Good job getting the hands up right there.
So I don't know if they think Faulkner maybe throws it a little better or what, but no Sam Wilson in there at quarterback. I'm trying to scan the sidelines to see if we see him.
I didn't see him get hurt or anything like that. Not
He's
sure.
back there. He's standing on the sideline. Looks to be okay. They're going to stay with the sophomore Faulkner. Here's the snap. Faulkner looking, steps up in the pocket, and it's going to go nowhere. Collapsed. And that was big Cam Cody, bringing him down back at the 39 for a loss of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 14. Another one of these 3rd down and longs.
Yep. This is where they got to get off the field. That's what we just talked about at the halftime is that D-line getting to the quarterback and getting pressure.
So here's Faulkner out of a pistol. H-back and tight end to his right. Now they'll move the H-back back to the left. Here's the snap. They give straight ahead. BC reads that one well. Back to the 42. It'll be 4th down. Wilkes Albert in there on the tackle. As well as I think 3rd Scroggins getting up off the bottom of that pile.
No, it's just what we talked about. They've hit us with some good runs on 3rd and long, and that was the adjustment that was made at halftime right there that we talked about.
So 4th down and 9 from the North Oconee 43. Makai Williams back deep for BC. 8:41 to go here in the 3rd. It's going to be Poole to punt it low. Snap. He's going to dig it out. Get off a wobbly punt that's going to hit at the 3rd. I'll take a huge roll, and that's going to put BC back inside the 10. Smart for Makai not to go after it. It was going to take a funky bounce, and they're going to touch it up at the 6-yard line. So 94 yards to go to pay dirt for BC here, but just one of those turf rolls where it hit about the 20 and took off.
Those wobbly punts can go one way or the other. They're not sitting still, that's for sure.
So now this puts you in a interesting play calling situation if you're A.J. DePhillips, because you're way back inside the 10 here. Got to be careful here on 1st and 10. Empty set for Cromenhawk. Stacked twins either side. 1 man in the slot. Here's Luke looking. All kinds of time. Luke going to wind up. Has a man. That's got to be all kinds of holding. And that time, Trey Leonard, the linebacker, was trying to see if Nasir Samuel wore a medium or a large. He had his hands all over him.
Too bad it's not a spot foul in high school football.
Had him way out there about the 40, so that'll be a first down for BC. And that one was clear as day. I know the fans have been unhappy with some of the calls, but that one. So 1st and 10 from the BC 21. A little more breathing room here. They'll empty the backfield for Luke. Here's the snap. Luke looking. He'll roll to his right. I think Luke's going to tuck it. He will. Runs up the right side and out of bounds. Up at the 20. They kept moving. 26-yard line. Give him a gain of about 5 on first down. It'll be 2nd and 5.
You're not going to see that North Oconee sideline crowd around Luke again.
Yeah, it cost him 15 last time. Seen a lot of the 2 tight end looks, so a little bit of a different feel for BC this week. Here's the snap. They'll give it straight ahead, bouncing off to the left and out to the 29. Goes Nasir Samuel. It'll be 3rd down and short. Brought down. It's like Tate Titshaw. So North Oconee's got a lot of guys playing both ways here. And I don't think Tate Titshaw knows where the heck he's at. He's kind of stumbling. I mean, being serious. A couple of players saying he's got to come out. He was kind of walking around in circles out there. Yeah. And you could tell he feels a little woozy. And I don't know if he's got a stinger, if he's trying to get it back together. He's kind of walking wobbly over there to the sideline. And that's their starting running back as well. So
I don't think you're going to see him back in this ball game. That looks.
I mean, if you saw him get up and start walking around, it was.
That looked concussion-like for sure.
I don't think he was totally sure where on the field he was. So 3rd down and 3 here for BC from their own 28. They need the 31. Trips up top for Luke. One receiver here to the short side. Snap, inside give, going to go straight ahead. That's a first down. And a flag comes in. They're going to call a false start on BC. And so they go from 3rd and 3 to 3rd and 8.
That was a late false start call.
And I don't know if this crew is going to be getting any Christmas cards from the BC fans.
I don't think so. Not this year.
This one's coming.
They're on the naughty list this year, that is for sure.
So 3rd down and 8. Here for the Cadets. And somebody moved again. And that's going to cost them another 5. So you went from 3rd and 3 to now it's going to be 3rd and 13. You need the 31.
We've been hitting them over the middle for some large gains. Let's see if we can find somebody to sit down in a zone.
Same formation, trips up top for the Cadets. Here's Luke.
Bringing some
Got
pressure.
some pressure. He'll step up in the pocket, and Luke bounds ahead and still fighting. He'll get out to the 22, maybe the 23-yard line, and BC's going to have to punt the football.
Yeah, kind of kicked ourselves in the foot right there with back-to-back penalties.
So that'll bring on Connor Ferguson to punt the football. North Oconee should get this in pretty decent field position. Here's the snap. Connor going to get it away. Hang one high up in the air. Going to be fair caught at the 46-yard line of North Oconee, and that's where the Titans will take over 1st and 10. So a little bit of a defensive struggle here to start the third quarter here, Stevie, and you're just waiting for something to pop here for BC offensively.
Yeah, I think both ways. Both offenses kind of coming out a little sluggish out of the half, which can be to be expected. You know, a very emotional first half, a lot of energy and stuff like that. When you come out in the second half, you don't have that opening kickoff feel to the game. So let's see if defense can get them off the field here and get the offense back on and catch a rhythm.
6:56 to go here in the third. 21-13 our score. And North Oconee is going to have it from their own 46 to start this drive. And here's the snap. Faulkner still in there at quarterback, going to be caught, hit immediately into BC territory. Tackled by Zach Maxwell. That was completed out there to Landon Roldan. Going to be second down and 2. So they're going with the younger quarterback here. Doesn't appear to be anything wrong with Max Wilson. Just change your pace at quarterback right here. Second down and 2. Here's the give off the left side. BC had him bottled up, and now we'll shove him back. No gain on the play. The running back, Justin Curtis, has come in. He is spelling Titshaw, who's been out. Still got his helmet off across the way, so it'll be third down and 2. That time the Cadets read it well.
I'm interested to know what's up with Wilson. I mean, he was doing a really good job, especially running the football. We haven't seen that out of this young quarterback yet.
Yeah, Faulkner a little taller, maybe a little leaner. Now the I formation for North Oconee. Here's the snap. They're going to bootleg the quarterback out the right side. BC had a man there. Flag comes out. It's coming back, and it's going to be out of bounds at the 40, but somebody had a big handful of third Scroggins back at midfield, and this one's going to come back. So I think this one's going to go back to be third down at 12. Boy, they bootlegged out, and third was sitting there waiting, and the tackle kind of twisted him around to keep him from making the play.
Both offenses kind of shooting themselves in the foot on these short yardage situations.
Yeah, holding against North Oconee, third and 12 is going to be the down and distance here. They stay with Faulkner at quarterback. Justin Curtis, your backup running back, in there as well on third and 12 for the Titans. Here's the snap. BC coming. Pocket is collapsing. Bryce Baker coming in, and the ball's out. The playmaker, Bryce Baker, comes up with the football.
Wow.
Cam Cody, third Scroggins, and Bryce Baker all had a meeting called at the quarterback. Ball pops out, and Bryce Baker picks it up at the 30-yard line of North Oconee.
Wow, what a play by Bryce Baker.
Continuing to make plays.
You think everybody can tell he's the best player on the field at this point?
He is getting after it, having a heck of a ball game. And now, Stevie, plus territory, first and 10 from the 30. Got to get points here.
Oh, yeah,
Gotta make them
that's
play.
the momentum swing right there. Got to take advantage of it right here.
Bubba Frazier is soloed up here on the near sideline. They work off the right hash. Cromanhawk out of a shotgun. Here's the snap. Inside give. This is going to be Nasir Samuel trying to string it out. Still running. Turns the corner and shoved out of bounds. He'll get maybe 3 down to the 27. I thought maybe they might look for Bubba Frazier soloed up on a go route. Clock rolling. 5:23 here to go in the third. Cadets will put trips up top. Nasir Samuel in at running back. Here's the snap to Luke. Luke looking to his right. Luke's going to step up, avoid the pressure. Now pull it down and lean for show on his feet inside the 25. Leaning towards the 20 at the 21. And he's going to be short of the first down by maybe a yard. It'll be third down. And the playbook wide open for BC here.
That second effort from Luke is special. I mean, we've seen him multiple times tonight just give extra effort on those run plays.
Cadets look like they're going to go Wildcat here. Bryce Baker going to be at Wildcat. Luke Cromanhawk at wide receiver. Twins up top. You've got Nasir Samuel, Hack Edwards off to the right. Here's the snap. They'll snap it to Bryce. Bryce going to be patient. He'll get the corner turn. That's the first down. 15. Still on his feet at the 10. Still driving. Pushing white helmets inside the 10. And they'll stop the forward progress. There at the 8. Bryce Baker running like a man tonight. And they'll be first and goal for BC.
Bryce Baker is taking over this football game. I'm glad he's on our side tonight.
So first and goal, though, spotted at the 9. They'll put Luke back at quarterback. They'll give him Nasir Samuel. Hack Edwards back there at either side of Luke Kromenhoek. And twins to the left. LaDon Bryant soloed up top. Here's the snap. The give inside. Nasir Samuel steps aside, makes a man miss. He's at the 5, still driving, and run down at about the 3-yard line. And a nice run on first down. And it'll be 2nd and goal from the 3 by Nasir Samuel. And these BC guys, Stevie, do a great job of using the blockers in front of them to buy time until it's go time. Cadets ready to go on 2nd down. They'll counter back the other way. Diving ahead. Nasir Samuel going to be very short. And it'll be 3rd and a credit card here for BC. And it's number 17 time. Just tell him to fall ahead here.
Yeah. Maybe give him a little extra push from the guys behind.
I formation behind Luke. You've got Nasir Samuel, Bryce Baker. Luke will go under center. Here's the snap. He'll fall ahead. Does he get in? Yes, he does. No signal yet. He's in there. Touchdown. Luke Kromenhoek, a 1-yard touchdown run. And a 30-yard touchdown drive run beautifully by the Cadets.
Yeah, really good drive. Great job by Bryce Baker getting the turnover there on defense, really putting the momentum back our way. And that's exactly what you got to do offensively. Just go ahead and punch it in.
3:23 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And the Cadets lead at 27-13, awaiting the extra point from Connor Ferguson. Oh, bad hold. Houston Jackson going to pick it up. And he's looking. He's going to throw it back in the end zone. Incomplete. Had him in off the bad snap, and gives Houston Jackson the credit. He made a little something out of a bad situation, but 27-13 makes it 2 full scores now after the missed 2-point conversion early by North Oconee. 27-13 here in the 3rd. We're coming right back on WatchBCSports.com.
The honor, the heritage, the tradition of excellence. The home for Benedictine Cadets football is WatchBCSports.com. All the games, play-by-play, and in-depth analysis. Home of the Danny Britt Show. Be a part of the action as your Benedictine Cadets take the field in their quest for yet another championship. On the official home of the Cadets, WatchBCSports.com. And look for us on Facebook and Instagram at WatchBCSports. The honor.
Welcome back here to Memorial Stadium. 27-13 BC leads. Connor Ferguson with the kickoff here for the Cadets. He'll kick it right to left. Cadets got the defensive stop, forced a turnover, and then went 30 yards. And Luke Kromenhoek finished it off with a 1-yard touchdown run. Connor Ferguson puts a foot into it, and this one will go into the end zone and a touchback for BC. And Stevie, I said this for as long as I can remember, even going back to when you guys were on the field for the Cadets. I've not seen a program turn mistakes into points better than what BC usually does under Danny Britt, and there was a prime example right there.
Yeah, I mean, that's what really good football teams do. I mean, anytime you give an opportunity where you get your ball pretty much in the red zone almost, from your defense, I mean, you got to turn those opportunities into points, especially when you're playing against really good football teams. So BC's done an incredible job of that all year.
North Oconee going to stick with Faulkner at quarterback. Again, Wilson didn't seem to be hurt, so not sure why he's not out there. Here's Faulkner. He'll give straight ahead. BC going to read it. Maybe a yard straight ahead by Justin Curtis.
Doesn't look like Faulkner is as comfortable running the football as Wilson was. They haven't ran the ball with the quarterback at all in the second half yet.
And now they're going to go with yet another running back. Here's the snap. Looking incomplete. Had a man in his face. That was Bryce Baker with the pressure. Threw it a little tall. He was looking for his tight end, Jack Kelly, out there in the flat. And it was incomplete. And now on 3rd and 9, BC again, pin your ears back and go get after a sophomore quarterback here.
Absolutely. To see if Cam Cody and 3rd and those guys can get back there.
North Oconee kind of trying to get their receivers where they want them. They flip sides. They'll have twin receivers to either side. Here's the snap. Faulkner, pump fake, Going to have to tug it, throw it to nobody. He had pressure in his face off that right side. I believe it was Cam Cody and third Scroggins over there again, providing the pressure. It's going to be fourth down, and BC going to get this ball back in great field position.
Great job by the defense, man. What a great adjustments they made at halftime.
And now a chance offensively to really put the pressure on. Double safeties here for BC. It looks like Bubba Frazier and Mekhi Williams back deep for the Cadets. They're not going to come after this thing. Here's the snap and the punt. Oh, they got a piece of it. Is up straight in the air, and BC's going to get it at the 35. Who got it? Number 39, Isaiah Jones. And BC wasn't coming after that punt, Stevie. They just happened to get a man jump at the end and got a piece of it.
Yeah, it looked like Isaiah Jones looks like he was free the whole way. I don't think anybody blocked him, and he was able to get there.
So what a play by that young man.
Another really good opportunity here with some good field position.
Isaiah Jones, a freshman, so another one of those players that got a lot of days ahead of him here for the Cadets. So now Luke and company are really cooking with grease here. 35-yard line. 2:33 to go in the third. Here's the snap. Luke, empty backfield, looking all kinds of time, going to let it fly. He's got a man. Bryce Baker just couldn't cut under the ball. Great defense that time by Kamari Brooks in coverage. Just had to make sure Bryce couldn't undercut the ball there. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, these guys have done a really good job covering our guys on the deep routes. Offensive line's giving Luke plenty of time. The secondary is doing a really good job at covering our guys deep down the field.
So 2nd down and 10. Here's the snap. Luke's going to take it himself. Design quarterback run straight ahead at the 30. Inside the 30 at the 29. Give him 6 on 2nd down. It'll be 3rd down and 4. And you're in a position now where offensively you can put points on the board. You can start to lean on them a little bit with the power run game. Here's the snap. Luke going to give Nasir Samuel inside give. He'll go straight ahead, and he'll push the stack inside the 25. It's still going. I think he's going to have the 1st down. He is right at the line, and if he doesn't have it, he's going to be very close.
Looks like he's got it from the spot.
Yeah, they're going to give him the first down. Boy, give Nasir a lot of credit. I thought he was 2 yards short, and the stack just kept moving.
Yeah, he just kept pumping.
So that'll be a 1st down at the North Oconee 25, and there's an injured Titan down on the field. And so we'll have an injury timeout. We'll step aside quickly while they tend to that young man here on WatchBCSports.com.
Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature, wood, smoke, and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah. Do you have what it takes to be the next all-star QB? Drop in the bucket. Nothing but net. That's right. Show your swagger. Grab your friends or play yourself at the beach, tailgating, anywhere. Test your skills. Take the challenge and see if you're the next All-Star QB. Available in select sporting goods stores and at allstarqb.com.
Welcome back here after the injury timeout. It's going to be 1st and 10 for BC at the North Oconee 25. BC goes flex bone. They'll do a little counter to Ack Edwards. Ack's going to cut it back inside, and I think Ack maybe gets a yard there to the 24. More importantly, keeps the clock rolling. 1:23 to go here in the third. LaDon Bryant up top, trips here to the left for Luke Cromenhawk on 2nd and 9. Here's the snap. Luke going to give it, and a little cutback. Oh, Nasir Samuel made a cutback. He's inside the 20.
That's going to be a horse collar.
And a flag comes in. As you heard Stevie say, that'll be a first down, but what a cutback by Nasir Samuel. They had him bottled up, and he got 5 yards off the right side.
That can be a dangerous cut sometimes, trying to cut back to the other side of the field. But it worked out that time. And we'll tack on another 15 yards.
This one I think is going to be half the distance. So they'll put it at, it'll be a first down. They're still walking. Is it officially a first and goal?
It's like they're
going to put it just inside the 10. So first and goal from the 9.5. 53 seconds and rolling here in the third. Here's the snap to Luke. He'll take it himself straight ahead and down inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards straight ahead for Luke Cromenhawk. And they're going to have to snap it, I think, about a half a second difference on the play clock. So one more play here in the third quarter. Cadets at the 4. And you can really see that offensive line really starting to lean on that defensive front of North Oconee. Here's Luke out of a shotgun. Snap inside give. Nasir Samuel going to try to bounce it outside. No, that was Bryce. Bryce Baker gets back to the 4, and Bryce is a little slow getting up. Hopefully that's just a cramp. And, yeah, you can – that's the end of the third. They'll stretch out Bryce on the far sideline, and we'll come back. We'll march it to the south end zone, and it'll be third and goal for BC. They lead at 27-13. We go to the fourth here on WatchBCSports.com.
Have I prepared enough? There'll be unexpected turns. When things get tough, I need to stick to the game plan. No regrets. I'm ready. Are you? Get ready. Contact Abel's Iron Moore & Associates today and see why they are different. Because nobody ever wishes they'd saved less for retirement.
Welcome back here to Memorial Stadium. 12 minutes to go here. BC leads at 27-13, and they've got third and goal from the 4. Stevie Powers, a chance, 12 minutes. Well, it will be less than 12 minutes to go up 3 scores. This is a huge couple of plays here for the BC offense.
Yeah, it is. And, again, get a blocked punt, get a really good field position, and we just talked about it. Really good football teams turn those opportunities into points. So see if we can get 7 here and really start to put this football game away.
Cool night here. Probably one of the colder nights we've had this whole football season. Kind of the benefits of playing high school football in Georgia and South Georgia at that.
Yeah, absolutely.
27-13. Benedictine leads it. Bryce Baker going to be in a Wildcat formation. Here's the snap. Bryce going to go off the right side. He's going to have room and runs over a man at the goal line. Touchdown, BC. Boy, he absolutely lowered the boom at the goal line on a North Oconee Titan. And BC takes a commanding lead here, 33-13.
He's special, isn't he? What a play. What a player.
Bryce Baker, what a night. 3 touchdowns, a forced fumble recovery. Just doing a little bit of everything. And now the point after is up, and it is good. 34-13. BC out in front. We're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
You know, Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at Cool Vibes.
Welcome back here to WatchBCSports.com. BC, first play of the fourth quarter, punches it in with Bryce Baker. They lead it 34-13. As here's the kick from left to right, and it will come down at the 6-yard line. Here's Taylor for North Oconee, 15, 20, busts off the right side, going to break a tackle, and up to the 35, runs over a BC cadet, and knocked out of bounds at the 36-yard line. And again, for whatever reason, the south end zone has not been nice for Connor Ferguson on the kickoffs tonight, but first and 10 for North Oconee. Quick update, Calvary and Wesleyan tied at 21 in the third quarter.
Good football game going on down the street.
So here is first and 10 for North Oconee. Harrison Faulkner still in there at quarterback for the Titans. He'll take the snap, look near side, pump fake, wind up throw. It's complete to the tight end. Nobody out there coverage for BC. And a nice open field tackle by Makai Williams at the 47-yard line. And he's a little slow getting up is Jack Kelly. And now he's up and back at it. And it looks like with Faulkner, they want to get the ball out of his hand quickly.
Yeah, that seems to be the play. And again, I mean, they're not doing a lot offensively, I think, because the quarterback run is kind of out of the question. And I think defensively, BC's kind of picked up on that.
Savannah Christian leads Lumpkin County 28-21 at the end of the third quarter. So a good one going on up in Dahlonega tonight.
Way up there.
If it's cold here, I can only imagine what it's like up there in the mountains. Here's Faulkner on first down. Steps up in the pocket and is going to throw the football. Caught down at the 20, 15, and lost the football. And Danny Britt saying he was ahead of the line of scrimmage. And I thought so too. He stepped up and threw the football.
It was very close.
It'll be first and goal from the 10 for North Oconee, who's come down the field. And Danny Britt letting the officials have it. I think a lot of folks on the near sideline thought he was beyond the line of scrimmage, and that was an illegal forward pass. Nevertheless, here's Faulkner on first and goal from the 10. He takes a low snap. He'll tuck it, come straight ahead at the 10, at the 5, lean ahead, hit it the 2 by Luke Crowenhawk, and got in for a touchdown. So that took less than a minute. And North Oconee went right down the field, Stevie Powers, and punched one in.
Yeah, that time I think you saw Faulkner step up in the pocket a little bit better than he did on previous drives. We were getting back there to him. He just did a really good job of pocket presence, stepping up and delivering a good throw.
So give Faulkner credit for the rushing touchdown. The point after upcoming from J.J. Poole. And just like that, point after is up and good. It's 34-20, 14-point ball game. Still 11 minutes, a lot of time left to go in this one. We're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature and wood smoke and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah. Bowtie Barbecue is all.
Welcome back here to Memorial Stadium. And Stevie, the Cadets put one on the board, but then defensively allowed the Titans to go right down the field on the ensuing possession and score in less than a minute.
Yeah, that was a really quick drive by the Titans. Definitely something they need to answer. They're running out of time offensively in terms of trying to get points on the board. So it was a really good drive, but it to see if the offense can come out and put a nice long drive together and get down and get points out of it.
I was going to say, now's where you like to score points and burn up 5 or 6 minutes at least. And North Oconee, BC expecting maybe something short, onside potentially. They've got 9 guys up there. They got the hands team, Luke Cromenhawk, Bryce Baker out there. Not your normal kick return unit. And here is Poole. And he's going to drive it deep, and that one is going to go into the end zone. And BC will get it out at the 20. So, as you said, a big possession here for the Cadets. You'd like to put more points on the board, but now more importantly, you'd like to take some time off the clock as well.
Yeah, again, just you don't want to get out of your rhythm and out of what they're doing. If they give you an opportunity to make big plays, do it. But at the same time, it would be nice to put the ball on the ground a little bit, take up some clock, and get down to the end zone and put up some points.
So Luke Cromenhawk leads the offense back out. And it's that time of the game where big-time playmakers make big plays in the big games.
They got the Florida State theme song playing.
And here's the snap to Luke on first down. Luke, all kinds of time. Looking, throws over the slot. Caught LaDon Bryant at the 30, 35. Wrestling with a man at the 40. Still pushing. And they're going to call forward progress at the 42. And a big-time throw hits LaDon Bryant right in the chest. And he takes it out towards the 40-yard line, out to the 42. Move the chains for BC. Keep the clock rolling.
Really nice throw and catch right there.
You've got Bryson at running back. Edwards, the H-back, off to the right. Twins to the right for Luke as well. Here's the snap. The give. Bryce off the left side. Sneaks through there, spins, and gets out towards the 45 to the 46-yard line. Give him a gain of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Bryce Baker sure is getting his touches tonight.
That's right. Well, you said it was going to happen. And here's the snap. Luke on 2nd down, looking, going to tuck it, turn it up off the left side, spins, and he's going to get back to the sticks. It'll be 3rd down and 6. And again, stayed in bounds. And again, if you're A.J. DePhillips here, Stevie, you're running a fine balance of tempo versus burning clock versus running your offense and not trying to slow yourself down too much.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, again, we go for a big chunk on first down, run a couple of run plays here to burn the clock up a little bit. Got to pick up this 3rd down. This is a big one.
3rd down from the 47-yard line. Trips to the right for Luke Cromenhawk. Luke, straight drop, looking, winds up, throws over the middle. It's caught. Edwards, first down at the North Oconee 43-yard line. And when you need him, there's another guy who just finds a way, is Zach Edwards.
Kind of seeing the BC offense, seeing a lot of what they've been feeding Bryce Baker all night. But here in these late in the game with these drives is starting to spread the wealth a little bit.
And as we've said a lot, you just don't have enough guys to cover everybody consistently. Here's Luke on first down. This is Nasir Samuel. He'll try to stretch it off the left side and run out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 7. And again, the only thing about that is the clock stop. Seen a lot of double tight end stuff tonight from BC that we haven't seen really all year long. And now they'll go back. This will be a flex bone type look with the 2 receivers tucked in tight. So everybody in close here on 2nd and 7. Here's the snap. Give straight ahead. And getting shoved down at the 37-yard line. I believe that's going to be Nasir Samuel. And it'll be 3rd down and 4. So a big play here for this BC offense now plus territory. Stevie, clock continuing to roll at 8:39 to go. So 3rd and 4. They roll it back to Luke Cromenhawk. Flags come rolling in. And this is probably going to back the Cadets up 5 yards. And it will.
A lot of false starts tonight.
Lady Britt not happy about something. Now they'll put Bryce Baker in. That'll put it back. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Ball's on the 41, so you're kind of out of Connor Ferguson range here. Now they're put Bryce Baker at the Wildcat. Quads here to the right. Luke Cromenhawk up top. Here's the snap. High snap to Bryce Baker. He'll pull it down. Run to the left. Turn the corner. He's going to have a first down at the 30.
Oh, he's
25, 20. He's at the 15, 10. Runs over him and a touchdown. Bryce Baker, the playmaker. Just lowered the shoulder at the 3 and drove him back into the end zone for a touchdown.
Bryce Baker has single-handedly taken over this football game. What an incredible run. Wow.
And once he hit the hole, it was over, and sprung in no small part by number 17, Luke Cromenhawk on the edge.
I don't think these Titans want anything to do with number 3 right now.
4 rushing touchdowns for Bryce Baker tonight and a fumble recovery. I don't know if we're going to have to wait to the post-game show to name the player of the game tonight. He has taken this thing over.
We could have named him in the first quarter.
And a flag thrown. I think they're going to get BC on the false start on the extra point. And business has picked up here in the 4th quarter. 8:15 to go, so in the 4 minutes. So in not quite 4 minutes of the 4th quarter, BC has scored twice, and North Oconee has scored. Fans loving Bryce.
As they should.
And now back up the extra point for Connor Ferguson. And Connor will put it right through there. 41-20, our score. 8:15 to go in the ball game. We're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
Have I prepared enough? There'll be unexpected turns. When things get tough, I need to stick to the game plan. No regrets. I'm ready. Are you? Get ready. Contact Abel's Iron Moore & Associates today and see why they are different. Because nobody ever wishes they'd saved less for retirement.
Welcome back here to Memorial Stadium. If you're just joining us, you're missing the Bryce Baker Show, Stevie Powers. It's
My goodness.
Unbelievable. And again, we talked about getting off the field on 3rd and long. That was a 3rd and 8 for BC, and it turns into a 41-yard touchdown run for Bryce Baker.
Yeah, I mean, just another really incredible run. I mean, he ran over a guy on the 7-yard line. Pretty much drug him into the end zone.
Connor Ferguson, they're going to pooch it short, and it's going to be caught at the 26 and working ahead and tackled at the 30. So Danny Britt, I think, has seen enough of the returns by Damani Taylor for North Oconee, and they kick it short that time, 1st and 10 for North Oconee at their own 30.
Well, a nice defensive stop here, and you can pretty much seal the deal.
Can't let them score in a minute again.
No. We got to.
So big series here for the Cadets. Quick score update. Bryan County, 24-16. They beat Commerce.
Awesome.
Final 4 bound for Bryan County. Again, they won their first playoff game this year in school history. Now they're in the Final 4. Here's a little pass out in the flat. It's going to be caught. Nice open field tackle. That's Bubba Frazier. Wrapping it up on Trey Linhart. A lot of guys playing a lot of snaps both ways here. So 2nd down and 8 after a gain of 2. Here's the snap. And they'll throw underneath. That's going to be caught. Immediately hit. Nice open field tackle. I believe that's Zach Maxwell on the far sideline. Bringing down Landon Roldan. And it'll be 3rd and short. Call it 1. So 3rd down and 1. Harrison Faulkner in there at quarterback for North Oconee out of the pistol. Here's the snap. They'll go straight ahead. BC not going to make the play in time. Tackle going to be made. I think that's Arion Guyton with the tackle. but just a little bit short, maybe a gain of 2. It'll be 1st and 10 for North Oconee. 7 minutes to go in this one.
Still a packed house, man. I don't think anybody's left.
And they've had a heck of a ball game to witness here at Memorial Stadium. Faulkner on the shotgun. Here's the snap. BC got some pressure coming in his face. That's third Scroggins. He's going to eat and bring down the sack at the 30-yard line. Boy, what a bull rush by number 11, third Scroggins. And he got Faulkner all the way back at the 30. It's going to be 2nd and a mile and a half here for North Oconee.
Can't take those kind of sacks when you're down 3 touchdowns.
Quick score update. Stockbridge is beating Spalding 21-0 at the start of the 4th quarter. So if that score holds and this score holds, BC will be going back to Stockbridge for a 2nd straight year in the playoffs. Here's the snap. And here's Faulkner looking. He's going to heave it up. That's a wounded duck. And it's going to be intercepted and dropped. Makai Williams had it. Give credit to Brooks Thompson for pulling Makai down and making him drop it. Otherwise, BC's got the ball at midfield. And it's 3rd down and about 21 for North Oconee.
It was a really good play by Makai Williams. He had the ball pretty much. He had it picked. Nice defensive play there by the offensive guy.
Right. 5:55 to go here in this one. You get a stop here, maybe the last gasp for North Oconee. Down 3 scores with under 6 minutes. Faulkner out of his pistol. Here's the look. He'll step up in the pocket. He's going to wind up, throw it over the middle. Caught. What a catch. That is Thompson again. He's going to have a 1st down and knocked out of bounds at the BC 26. And Stevie, good gracious. 3rd and 21, and they convert in a big, big way.
Yeah, that's a tough one. But, again, Faulkner doing a really good job stepping up in the pocket. We had guys back there, but he's just doing a really good job with his pocket presence right now.
1st and 10 from the Cadet 26. Cadets aren't set on defense. They snap the ball. Here's Faulkner looking. Winds up to the left side. Has a man. Caught. Touchdown. Back corner of the end zone. That's going to be Landon Roldan. And that time, Cadets were not set in the front 7 at all.
No,
we had guys looking around where we lined up, and they snapped the football on them.
That might be why they put Faulkner in the game. That was a very well-thrown football.
And nobody was going to – coverage wasn't bad. Nobody was going to get it but Roldan in the back of the end zone. And now North Oconee going to go for 2. A couple of BC fans below us headed to the seats. Where are you going? This is a heck of a football game.
Yeah.
So North Oconee going for 2. They'll go under center. And here's Faulkner. They'll run a fake. He'll look, throw it back corner of the end zone. Did he catch it?
I don't think he caught it.
No signal, no. Boy, that was a well-designed play. A little razzle-dazzle there, and had a receiver running wide open going across the field, and just a little bit too far, incomplete. 41-26 to score. BC still leads. They'll get it back when we come back here on WatchBCSports.com.
The honor, the heritage, the tradition of excellence. The home for Benedictine Cadets football is WatchBCSports.com. All the games, play-by-play, and in-depth analysis. Home of the Danny Britt Show. Be a part of the action as your Benedictine Cadets take the field in their quest for yet another championship. On the official home of the Cadets, WatchBCSports.com. And look for us on Facebook and Instagram at WatchBCSports. The honor, the
Welcome back here to Memorial Stadium. Titans won't go away. Something you would expect, obviously, from a team that's 12-0.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to fight to the last minute. I mean, they're a very well-coached football team, a disciplined football team. And they came here tonight to try to win a football game. They're not just going to go away at any point.
BC's got the hands team out there again. You got Bryce Baker, Luke Kromenhawk, Wilkes Albert. Some of these guys that aren't normally on the front lines of kick coverage.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to try to onside it too.
So a couple of guys see which way it goes. They'll fake it, kick it back to the far side. And BC touches it, going to fall on it. Boy, that was dangerous. LaDon Bryant falls on it. But it hit him in the shoe and kind of laid there for a minute. And
now the question is, do you play the clock game or do you go for the knockout and try to score a touchdown?
It's been that delicate balance. North Oconee still got all their timeouts here in the second half. So depending on how they use those timeouts, a first down here would probably get you down close to 2 minutes left before they start using their timeouts. If they use their timeouts early, then obviously you get a first down. You might be able to run the clock out.
Yeah.
Cadets coming out in that flex bone look. Luke's going to go under center here with 5:29 to go. Only one receiver in the formation. That's LaDon Bryant. Here's the snap. They'll give a little jet sweep. And stepping inside and maybe a yard or two up to the 45. Trying to see who carried that for the Cadets. Timeout. And North Oconee is going to use their timeout. I was going to be Ack Edwards carrying the football. So Tyler Arndt saying we're going to use our timeouts right here and try to make our stand because, again, if you don't use them and BC gets a first down, could be down 3 minutes or so, and then you use your timeouts, you're not going to have enough time to score twice. And it is 2 full touchdowns for BC. Again, they missed a bobbled snap. They were up kind of off possession there. It was 15, and by them doing that, it's 14 now. So they got to score twice, and right now only have 5:20 left to do it. So a first down now after one of their timeouts has been used would be huge because, you know, at least one play can burn 40 seconds off before they have to use another timeout. So out of the timeout, it'll be 2nd down and 8 officially for BC from their own 45. And they're going to spread North Oconee out. They got 4 wides here to the right. Bubba Frazier soloed up to the top of the formation. Luke standing back there by himself. You wouldn't be surprised to see BC keep this on the ground. They're going to power run with Luke Kromenov off left side. He gets to the 50, makes a man miss, leans close to the first down, tripped up, falls down. Boy, I think they're going to give him the spot. If so, that's a first down. That is huge. And they're going to move the chains. That's huge. Because now North Oconee's only got 2. They're going to have to hold them.
Yep.
And wait for 2nd and 3rd down here. So you're going to get a chance to burn 25 seconds off that game clock here. It's 5:02 and rolling here in the 4th quarter. BC going to go flex bone again with Luke under center here on first down. Here's the snap. They'll go straight ahead. This is Nasir Samuel. He'll fight ahead towards the 45, give him 2 on first down. And Tyler Arndt's going to use the 2nd North Oconee timeout. So that leaves the Titans with 1 timeout left. 4:39 to go. So now you know, regardless of what happens here on 2nd down, if you run it on 3rd down and don't get it, you're still going to burn 40 seconds up before you have to make a decision to punt it or try a field goal or whatever you decide to do here. But another first down would put you in Connor Ferguson field goal range and burn at least 2 more minutes off the game clock if you can get it.
I don't know how Connor Ferguson does it. We have a family tradition in the Powers family where every Thursday morning on Thanksgiving we go out to BC and we kick field goals. And I couldn't make an extra point personally. I was able to throw it from the 40-yard line through the uprights still. My arm's been sore ever since, but I did get it through. But I cannot kick a field goal to save my life.
Do you dare put the ball in the air right here? Or do you force the other timeout?
I mean, do you go for the knockout or?
A first down here would be huge. Here's the snap. It's going to be an end around coming back near side, making a man miss at the 44, give a gain of a yard. I believe that's going to be Bubba Frazier. And there's the final timeout for Tyler Arndt and North Oconee. So they're out of timeouts. Now do you dare throw the football on third down, knowing the clock's going to run? There's 4:28. It'll be inside 4 minutes to go if you don't get it.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're selling out to the run, obviously. I mean, doing everything they can to stop the run and to prevent first downs. But you got an experienced quarterback, a really good one, some couple receivers that have been able to find some open spots over the middle of the field. Why not take a shot?
Do you go back to what's this would be one where everybody in the stadium knows what's going to happen, but Wildcat Bryce Baker again, and just let him run.
That's awesome, yeah. Anytime number 3 has a ball in his hands, that's not a bad play call.
So 3rd down and 8 officially. They're working here from the near hash. Bryce Baker will be offset of Luke Kromenhawk. Trips up top, one receiver here to the short side. And they'll put Bryce to the right of Luke here on 3rd and 8. 4:28 to go. They'll give it to Bryce straight ahead. He cuts it to 40. He's going to have a first down. Look at that dive down to the 35-yard line. And that was a big play by Bryce Baker to move the sticks. And North Oconee had him bottled up maybe a yard short, and he dove over the defender to get the first down.
Yeah, really good. Just smart play by Bryce. I mean, he could have probably made a move towards the sideline there, but really high football IQ play right there.
So now BC will slow the pace way down. North Oconee has no timeouts. Cadet faithful here feeling very confident as they start to head towards the seats towards the cars with 4 minutes to go. And now here's Luke on first down, inside give. This is Nasir Samuel. He'll go straight ahead. Still on his feet. Nas, 25, 20. That's a first down, 15, 10.
Just dragging him.
Strip the ball. Drag him, 3, 2. Still on his feet. What a run, Nasir Samuel. Some of that was North Oconee trying to strip the ball, and the other 75% was Nasir Samuel.
I think he was drinking some of that Bryce Baker water right there. What a run.
And so now a chance either way to deliver the knockout blow. 3:35, clock rolls. Cadets appear to be content to let this roll all the way down. Now here's Luke in a shotgun. They go 2 tight ends again. Here's the snap, the give. Nasir Samuel stutter steps, and he'll get stood up at the 2 and pushed back. And they'll blow it dead there. Not the worst thing that could happen if you're BC. It burns another 40 seconds. One of those where you'd like to score, but if you don't, that's okay.
Yeah. I think it'd be okay if they scored on 4th down here.
Right. So that's going to push it down closer to 2.5 minutes to go, just because you didn't score. Whereas if you score, is still 3 minutes or so left in the ball game. What a ball game we have seen. It has been a back and forth fourth quarter for sure. Here's Luke under center, end around. This is going to be Ack Edwards. Oh, lowered the boom, touchdown. Ack Edwards, give him the touchdown with 2:28 to go here in the ball game. And the offensive staff is packing it up. That ought to do it.
That's going to do it.
Coach A.J. DePhillips, wonderfully called football game here by him and his staff. Put up 47, about to be 48 here on a team that certainly hadn't given up that much all season long. And now the Connor Ferguson point after with 2:28 to go. Here's the snap, and Connor puts it right through there, and good. 48-26, 2:28 to go in the ball game. We're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
You know, Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at Cool Vibes.
Welcome back here to Memorial Stadium. Benedictine, 2 minutes, 28 seconds away from moving on to the semifinals. And at last check, looked like it would be Stockbridge. Trying to get an updated score. Last check, Stockbridge 28-7 over Spalding.
It's like we're headed back north.
Yeah. It's just south of Atlanta. Connor Ferguson to kick it off from left to right. And he'll hang it up here short to the near side. Going to be caught at the 15, out towards the 20. Running all the way across the field, 25. This is going to be Brooks Thompson, and he'll be run out of bounds at the 30-yard line. And another 15 coming on BC for a late tackle out of bounds.
It's like Calvary's up 28-21 late in the third quarter.
So Calvary trying to hold on. Savannah Christian was up big and it got a little close. I think they were trying to hang on as they went to the fourth quarter. Bryan County going to the Final Four for the first time in their school's history.
Oh, Savannah Christian's going to the Final Four as well. They hold on 42-21.
As they opened it up there in the fourth quarter. So congratulations to the Red Raiders.
Happy for Coach Woodward, man. That's awesome.
Baker Woodward, former offensive coordinator here at BC. So that late hit out of bounds will move the football all the way out to the 46-yard line of North Oconee. 2:21 to go here in this one. Here's the snap. Faulkner looking, steps up in the pocket. He's going to be sacked. What a sack. Third Scroggins. Just came around the edge and caught him from behind and brought him down. It'll be second down and 11. Third showing that athleticism. They're coming off the edge. Here's the snap. Faulkner stepping up in the pocket. Third almost got him again. Knocked away.
Great play.
Great defense that time. Who was that? That was Marquis Williams.
Really good coverage by Marquis.
So third down and 9. And if you can get 2 more stops, you can just lay on the football and get ready for next week.
I guess now's the time when I put in my Uber Eats order to be delivered when I get home.
(48-26) BC out in front. Here's Faulkner looking, pressure in his face, throws it short.
Oh, wow.
Nice one-handed catch by the running back. That's going to be Justin Curtis, and he'll be brought down by DeBerry Green in BC territory, but short of the first down. It's be fourth down and about 4. Clock rolls at 1:33. So this is fourth in the season here for North Oconee offensively, as they are down 3 touchdowns. And here is Faulkner out of a pistol. He'll take the snap, give it straight ahead. Flag comes flying in. That would have been the first down, but there's a flag. And I think they're going to get North Oconee for a little early movement. Some quick notes from our man Christian Gokel, who's keeping us on track here. The previous high North Oconee has given up this season was 19 to East Forsyth, and they've given up 48 to BC. Also, Faulkner, who's playing quarterback, I thought this might be the case. He's the son of Georgia Tech offensive coordinator Buster Faulkner.
Oh, wow.
And Buster Faulkner, his first year at Georgia Tech, came over from Georgia, which makes sense why his son would be at North Oconee.
Wonder if he still lives there. That's a long trek to work every day, you know?
So here is Faulkner on fourth down. The snap, steps up, got hit as he throws, caught, nice play. Nice catch over the middle, nice hit. That's Antonio Hanson-Mann hitting Luke Waterworth. That was nice all the way around. Good on Faulkner staying in the pocket. Good catch by the tight end and great hit by Antonio Hanson-Mann into coverage. Here's the snap on first down. Faulkner in the pocket, going to scramble out. Looking, flag comes out and thrown out of bounds. I believe that's going to be a hold against North Oconee. Somebody had a jersey full of Sam Gross coming up the middle. But North Oconee, I don't think they're going to go anywhere. Looking at the team they're running out there right now, obviously Faulkner is just going to be a junior next year. So it will go against North Oconee. So it'll be first down and 20 with 49 seconds to go here in the ball game. BC up huge and has a date with Stockbridge coming up next week. Faulkner looking, throws and caught out at the 37-yard line, or down to the 37-yard line by Trey Leonard. And that's a young man who's played safety and receiver tonight. He's had a full evening. Clock rolls at 34 seconds. And here's the snap. Looking. Faulkner, all kinds of time, going to step up in the pocket and be brought down from behind. Bryce Baker. No, excuse me.
Wilkes Albert.
Wilkes Albert. No, that was Larson Little.
Oh, that is Larson
Little. Third down, 13 seconds to go. And North Oconee, they put Max Wilson back in there, the senior quarterback. So he'll get the last play of his career for North Oconee. He'll take the snap. He'll fling it out to the right. It's going to be caught and going to go for a first down and pushed out of bounds. And that'll do it. BC wins it 48-26. They improved to 13-0 on the season. North Oconee falls to 12-1 on the season. And their season comes to a close. The Cadets season continues for another week against Stockbridge, a team that will be looking for payback. Stevie Powers, after the Cadets eliminated them in the quarterfinals a year ago. So a big game upcoming next week. Before we talk about that, talk about this performance tonight, especially in the second half by this BC team.
Yeah, it was an incredible performance all the way around. First half, second half, offensively, defensively. They just did it. Special teams with a block punt as well. Just an incredible job. Great effort by our guys. Just what a great night.
Cadets going to the semifinals. It feels like so many people say it's expected. And Danny Britt has said time and time again, hey, it may be expected, but it's hard to go out there and win ball games when everybody's telling you how good you are and you're supposed to be there and you do it. And this team comes out again a little tight in the first half and, again, looked like a well-oiled machine in the second half. And offensively, maybe the most complete game they've played all season long.
Yeah, no, it was a really a good game offensively. I mean, they played 4 quarters of football tonight. Came out in the second half a little shaky to start, but so did North Oconee. Get a big defensive play, get the momentum back our way, and it was lights out from there.
We've got more to come here on the Coach's Corner postgame show. Right around the corner, we will come back. We'll have our player of the game. We'll look to chat with Danny Britt, who's continuing to do great things here at BC with this program he's put together. Back to the semifinals again next week. We'll look to chat with him coming up in just a little bit. We're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. We also know that every play needs a plan. And if you're running with the best of them, you need the experience of a company that's been around since 1934. Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance proudly support our players and coaches because we know what it takes to build a winning team that you can count on when the game gets rough. Bernard Williams Insurance and Financial Services. Trust in the power of the shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com.
Do you have what it takes to be the next all-star QB? Drop in the bucket. Nothing but net. That's right. Show your swagger. Grab your friends or play yourself at the beach, tailgating, anywhere. Test your skills. Take the challenge and see if you're the next all-star QB. Available in select sporting goods stores and at allstarqb.com. The honor, the heritage, the tradition of excellence. The home for Benedictine Cadets football is WatchBCSports.com. All the games, play-by-play, and in-depth analysis. Home of the Danny Britt Show. Be a part of the action as your Benedictine Cadets take the field in their quest for yet another championship. On the official home of the Cadets, WatchBCSports.com. And look for us on Facebook and Instagram at WatchBC Sports.
Back here to the Coach's Corner postgame show. Kevin Thomas and Stevie Powers here with you as BC wins it 48-26. Quick note from our man back in the studio. 5th straight semifinals for BC. Obviously, they would like to go for 3 straight in the finals and a championship again. But again, just a level of excellence. And this team tonight came out and left no doubt, especially offensively. It took one play from the defense, Bryce Baker. And again, you could feel like, here we go, and right back on track.
Yeah, no, absolutely. First off, that's an amazing stat line. So thank you for sharing that. That's awesome, and I think that speaks to volumes to the program that Coach Britt's built and the players that have come through here and that he's developed. So that's really awesome. But yeah, tonight, what an incredible night! Great crowd, awesome way for these seniors to play their last football game here at Memorial Stadium in front of their home crowd.
And again, a offensive performance tonight where A.J. DePhillips, Danny Britt, they spread the ball around a little bit, but in big moments, it was 17 and it was 3 and get out of the way.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. And I mean, like I said before, speaking to them this week just about the plan coming in, it was watch number 3. We actually looked at his total carries for the year. I think he had 49 carries and 11 touchdowns this year. So coming into this game, and so now he's got 14 touchdowns with probably 60 carries. That's a pretty good ratio. So he's just an incredible football player, great athlete, even better kid, and it's just the epitome of a BC football player.
Absolutely. And again, he was big on the defensive side. We'll get to our Cool Vibes Pizza player of the game. There is no discussion.
Right.
Really.
Yeah.
I mean, Steve and I talked about it, and I was like, hey, I think it's pretty unanimous. It's Bryce Baker again. 4 touchdowns and a fumble recovery that really spurred this team in the second half. And this is a young man that is really playing his best football here at the end of the year.
Yes, he is. And he's clicking at the right moment. And, obviously beginning of the year, kind of through those lull games through the middle of the season, doesn't need to touch the ball too much. He's obviously one of our better players on the defensive side of the ball, but he's probably one of the best, if not the best running back that we have as well. So when it gets down, kind of just like the same way Luke playing both ways, when it comes down to it, especially late in the year, like where we're at now, he's going to be touching the ball a lot more.
Yeah, I feel really good about the way this team is playing defensively in the second half. You look at it at the end and say you gave up 26. I mean, it was really mostly the fourth quarter where it kind of went back and forth, and you feel like defensively maybe they said, all right, we'll give up some yards if it means they eat up some clock, and end up giving up maybe a few too many yards on a few plays. But defensively, especially there at the end when they pinned their ears back, you thought Third Scroggs and some of those guys really come up huge.
Yeah, no, I mean, defensively, they playing really good football teams. When you get this late in the year, people are going to score touchdowns. I mean, they're not getting this far to not be good offensively. And this football team was really good. They had a lot of really good athletes. They had 2 really good quarterbacks, 2 different style play quarterbacks. And they did a really good job at spreading the wealth as well. But, yeah, they definitely gassed us a couple times on those 3rd and longs. I think that's something that they're going to put an emphasis on this week, preparing for Stockbridge.
Yeah, then Stockbridge coming up last year was a fantastic football game back and forth that BC pulled out. I would expect nothing less than to see that again next week up in Stockbridge. But, again, in the Final Four, I mean, that pretty much speaks for itself if you're preparing for Stockbridge next week. It doesn't matter who it is. You're in the Final Four. Somebody's a step away from playing for it all.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's going to be a battle. And to go to their turf, I mean, we ended it for them there last year, right? And now we have an opportunity to go back and do it again. They're going to be hungry. So probably some older guys on that team that remember the feeling walking off the field last time or this time last year. So, it's going to be a really good football game and something to look forward to next Friday night.
And, again, a wonderful night offensively, defensively for this BC program. And I don't know if I talk to Coach Britt here in a minute. I don't know if it'll be the most complete game they've played. They did give up some big plays, but as a football team, I don't know if I've seen them play much better. And Stevie, I've said this to people who will listen. When they talk about BC, when they play like that, I don't know who's going to beat them because there's too many guys you have to stop. And most high school football teams, it's not being disrespectful, but most high school football teams can't stop 6 guys.
Sure.
You don't have that many corners. You don't have that many linebackers that match up. And when they play like that, they're so tough to stop.
They are. And they've got a lot of, older, mature guys who have played in a lot of football games for this program. They've played in a lot of really big football games like they did tonight and like they will be next week. But yeah, they're hard. I mean, they played a complete football game tonight. They did. There were some mistakes. There's things that we can work on and fix. But when that train's rolling, baby, it's hard to stop.
So playing with a lot of confidence. And again, AJ DePhillips, I thought we speak a lot about the players on the field. He put them in positions to be very successful. Obviously tonight, that was a game plan they worked on. Saw a lot of double tights out of BC, which we hadn't seen all year. Saw Wildcat, which we hadn't seen all year. Mm-hmm. They threw a lot of wrinkles at North Oconee that through the previous 12 games you had seen zero of out there on the football field. They did.
And one thing that AJ told me earlier in the week was they run all kinds of schemes and they try to make, their defenses look really confusing. They got David Pollock over there, running their defense. So they do a lot of things that try to confuse the quarterback. And he said, look, we're just going to go out there and play football. Like, ignore all that, get the play call, run the play, execute it at a high level. And they did that tonight.
Yeah, then they move on to the semifinals as we roll along here on the Coach's Corner post-game show. Remember, Coach's Corner, a great place to go and catch all the action. Of course, it's rivalry weekend across college football, and it's been happening all day long and will continue tomorrow. No place better to go than Coach's Corner there on Victory Drive in Thunderbolt. And we appreciate Coach's Corner helping us bring you the post-game show once again. I think Danny Britt's finishing up some on-field interviews, and then he will head this way. We'll take a quick break, and we will come back. We'll put a final bow on this one. Look to chat with Coach Britt here in just a moment as well. Stick with us here on WatchBCSports.com.
Have I prepared enough? There'll be unexpected turns. When things get tough, I need to stick to the game plan. No regrets. I'm ready. Are you? Get ready. Contact Abel's Iron Moore & Associates today and see why they are different. Because nobody ever wishes they'd saved less for retirement.
The honor, the heritage, the tradition of excellence. The
Judy
home
Coach's
for
Corner.
Benedictine Cadets football is WatchBCSports.com. All the games, play-by-play, and in-depth analysis. Home of the Danny Britt Show. Be a part of the action as your Benedictine Cadets take the field in their quest for yet another championship. On the official home of the Cadets, WatchBCSports.com. And look for us on Facebook and Instagram at WatchBCSports.
Now we're back here, the Coach's Corner post-game show here at Memorial Stadium. BC a winner 48-26 over North Oconee. We're chatting with Danny Britt coming up here in just a little bit as the Cadets move on. They will play Stockbridge in a rematch of last year's quarterfinal games up in Stockbridge, Georgia, which is on the south side of Atlanta there. So a tough setting, a tough place to play, a team that's going to be looking for some revenge, no doubt. But this is a team that is on a roll, and going back to last year's, won a lot of football games in a row, no doubt on top of that. And, again, put the exclamation point on this football game when they needed to tonight.
Yeah, they did. They put the icing on the cake when they needed to. They did a really good job, controlling the football game. They controlled every aspect of the football game from start to finish. So a really good job by BC tonight.
And again, they move on. A couple of other teams locally look to be moving on as well as we look around on the scoreboard. Bryan County going to the Final Four for the first time in their school history. Savannah Christian has moved on, and Calvary was winning late. I don't know if we ever saw a final on that one, but they had gone back ahead. Jenkins ran into Cartersville, which is, it's Cartersville. They're a state power, so that happens. But a great season there for Jenkins. But Savannah Christian moves on. We'll see if we can get
Calvary pulled away 42-21.
Okay, so Calvary's going to move on to the Final Four. So just in this area in Savannah, you'll have 3 teams in the Final Four. If you expand it out to Savannah area, Bryan County getting there, 4 teams in the Final Four with a chance to go. Could be a very Savannah area friendly
Yep.
state championship week up there in Atlanta if it all plays out to fruition. But as we await Coach Britt to get up here, Stevie, final thought before we talk to Coach Britt.
Oh, man, just incredible job. This is going to be my last night on the broadcast. Hopefully we'll be back next year, but I appreciate you having me on, and it's been a really fun year, and hopefully we can finish out strong.
It's been a pleasure having the quarterback beside me.
Yeah.
So he knows more about football than I do, so he helps me out here. Stevie Powers, always a pleasure. As we await Coach Britt to come up here, he'll get a quick hug from Stevie. As Coach, I'll give you a chance to catch your breath.
All right.
Quite the ball game tonight,
that
Coach.
was a game.
I know you said we don't know if you got there yet. I know there's some big plays given up, but from what I saw, especially at times, maybe the most complete game, certainly offensively, I think we've seen from you guys all season long.
I definitely think so offensively. We played really good defensively, once we kind of settled in, which seems to be our thing, which is a very good offensive staff, very good offensive play callers. So, I thought we did. I thought we physically, won the game that way. So, and I'm proud because I think this team will find a way to win, whatever it is.
Coach, I know we'll talk about your players in a second because we talk about them a lot, but give a lot of credit to Coach DePhillips and the game plan he came up with. You said all season long, hey, folks throw whatever they can at us and give us things we haven't seen. We saw some things from you guys tonight that we hadn't seen all season long. Double tights, wildcat that you guys kind of brought out, and I give a little credit to AJ DePhillips and those guys on offense for the game plan they came up with.
Oh, you should. And every week give credit to AJ and the offensive staff. They do a great job and did a really good job tonight. And here's the thing. You got Bryce and Luke, and we decided this week was like, why they're here, man. We only get them, hopefully at that time 3 more games, so we better use them. So let them play. So, Luke's playing almost every snap of defense. Bryce is playing both ways, and we got to use them and ride them out here.
Again, just amazing. Bryce, 4 touchdowns tonight and a fumble recovery. That young man took over the ball game, which is what obviously you asked those guys to do.
Right. No, and that was the thing. That's what I was cutting up with Coach DePhillips because they did run some new stuff, so they had new signals. And, we're running out of signals. So the signals are starting to get funny. So I was in front of the team. I was like, well, Coach, what does this mean? And made a goofy movement. And he said, I think it means give it to Bryce. And I said, well, I like that one. Let's do that one. So, no, that was the game plan, and that was a good job. Like I said, it's time. It's time to cut them loose and go win with them.
And I thought Luke's decision-making tonight was as good as it's been all season long.
It looked really good to me. I mean, I just from watching it, I thought he did things like he should. He threw it, made some really good passes. He brought it down and just ran it. And sometimes, just took, 2 yards, and that's fine too. And the audibles, I thought he did a good job on his audibles, best I could tell. So, Luke did. And again, when, you're a player like him, he loves being able to play defense and offense. It's just who he is, man. He's the type of kid that just needs to be in the fight.
And Coach, that's one of those that you've told me time and time again. Say, look, this kid just wants to play. But I told it to you Thursday or Wednesday this week. I'll say it again. There's not a 5-star quarterback in America who played both ways anytime in the last month. I'll guarantee you that. And Luke played it almost every snap tonight for you.
I guarantee you, there's no other 5-star quarterback doing that. But Luke's different. He's just a different cat. He's got that mentality that anybody's going to love, and he wants to win. So I guarantee you he would not let me keep him on the sideline if we weren't winning. And he would be like, Coach, I'm going. Like, I got to go. We'd have to fight. And I'm getting too old to fight people like Luke Cromwell.
Well, Coach, we knew earlier in the week, we couldn't talk about it then, but obviously you guys lost the coin flip for next week. So you'll be on the road. You'll be playing Stockbridge, a team you guys played last year. Should be another great football game next week, obviously.
It will be. I don't know much about them specific to this year. I know last year they were very, very athletic. We're leading at half, actually leading us at half, and we came out and were able to, get a couple scores there late in the game and win it. So it's going to be a major game. We need a good crowd to follow us up there and go see if we can't go to Atlanta 2 weeks in a row. I
was going to say, Coach, and finally, kudos to you guys and the program you're putting together. Christian told me during the break this will be the 5th year in a row that you guys have been to at least the semifinals, and so obviously a testament to the program you guys have have put together 5 straight years to the semifinals at
Wow.
least.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And we, that's become the expectations now. It's not a, I noticed, and I don't mean this ugly in any way. I've got a lot of coaching friends on Facebook and stuff, and noticed that everybody took pictures yesterday morning at practice. And I said, oh, it's nice to be practicing on Thanksgiving. And I didn't take any pictures or anything because it's kind of become a customary. And that I don't mean to sound arrogant by saying that. It's just kind of the truth. That's the expectation.
And again, next week at Stockbridge, we look forward to being up there with you, Coach, and a great ball game tonight. And I know you're excited to celebrate with you guys and move on to the Final Four.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Coach Danny Britt joining us here on the Coach's Corner postgame show as Benedictine moves on 48-26 over North Oconee. That'll do it for us here as well. Be sure to join us for the Danny Britt Show coming up on Thursday from Bowtie Barbecue. And, of course, we'll have the game for you next week right here on WatchBCSports.com as well from Stockbridge as the Cadets hit the road for the first time here in the playoffs. Final score again, BC 48, North Oconee 26. I'm Kevin Thomas, and we'll see you next time right here on WatchBCSports.com. Have a great evening, everybody.